podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Beyonce Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get a win. Look at him, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. The hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Friday morning. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Happy to be back. Looks like we're going to get us some combat and rap. Shout out Ernie in Brooklyn. What it do, champ? Where you been at? Yeah, man, we're here to talk the breaking news from yesterday. I didn't want to put too much energy into it yesterday. It was just like late in the evening, and really, I wasn't beat. But like, this is such bullshit. Oh, breaking news. Fury, Joshua gonna happen in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, right. Bro, you got to come up with enough step-aside money, not only for Deontay Wilder, but for Pulev as well. Like, this is just so far-fetched. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's crazy that ESPN reported this, like a rumor story. They usually don't do that, but it is a, what is it called, a changing of the guard with Steve Kim and out with Dan Rayfield. So this is what we're talking about, the alleged Saudi Arabia Fury versus AJ fight, where the princes are going to come up with enough money to give Wilder the step aside and Pulev. This is what we're talking about. If you're interested, you already know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, daily TBV Patreon show users, hit us up on Skype by adding Nesta Gibbs. You already know you could call for free anywhere in the world. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion.
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match.
Good morning. We back at it again with you guys early. And what can I say? Get your cup of coffee ready. Cross the pond. Get that cup of tea ready. And let's talk some boxing. Looks like the UK wants to keep all the chips on their side of the table. But you got to have real deep pockets, right? But we're going to talk about it. Wario.
It's me, Mario.
What is up? What is up, fellas? Yeah, man, I'm glad we actually saved this for the morning instead of chopping it up yesterday. First of all, because it was a 4-hour show yesterday. But second of all, because, this kind of does deserve its own little, topic, because it is such big news and assumption. But, I got some feelings about it. I do. They might try to call me a flip-flopper today, but that ain't the case. This is what you call a change in circumstance. But we're gonna chop it up. What up, Cash Mash?
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. You know my fundamental. As you saying, right? Boxing voice. Because if he comes to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for him, man.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yes. Good morning. We are here. Listen here. It's a world premiere. Boxing champ. My ring walk in your ear. Freestyle Friday. How we gonna do this, man? How you gonna pay for a fight in Saudi Arabia if a barrel is $18.90? Things ain't doing right financially, man. So let's chop it up. Deontay Wilder taking that money aside with the bicep surgery on standby. What's going on?
Yo, what you mean a barrel? Be more specific, Champy.
A barrel of
oil.
All right.
Crude oil.
All right, but what about us guys that don't know what you're talking about? Like, just, a barrel. Barrel what, champ? Like a barrel what?
A barrel of barley?
Well, that's why you asked the question. Saudi Arabia and barrel run synonymous with.
So wait a minute, Cash.
Well, it's the same thing that Bob Arum said too.
Exactly. That's where I got that from.
Cash, you saying that Saudi still don't got the deep enough pockets to pay off?
Of course they do, man. They got old money.
They got old money, bro.
But Bob Arum, who's in the business way advanced than you and I, said, how are they going to put a fight together if a barrel is close to nothing?
I mean, I think that was just, Bob being Bob, kind of like, kind of scuffing it off like in his own way. But come on, that for me, for once, I like, again, all these things kind of make sense. Of course, we don't know how long COVID is going to carry on, but like Wilder's chilling. He's getting acclimated to whatever new training. If he's implemented right now, he's healing, whatever it may be, right? So the longer it takes, it's better. If he could get paid heavy and then guarantee the winner, then, man, Saudi Arabia is perfect right now for these COVID times. Open area. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? They could do a fight out there, possibly even with people. You know what I'm saying? Given the right measures.
I mean, Tyson Fury's open to Saudi Arabia. He said he'll fight in Timbuktu. He got luggage and he's ready to go. So it looks to me like he's more excited about an AJ fight than a Deontay Wilder fight.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's more excited. The quote is the quote, and it seemed like he didn't want to give much. It was one, like, hey, can you just give me a response? He's like, man, I'll fight in Timbuktu. It was really short.
Okay, well, I took it as like, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? So Deontay Wilder off of bicep surgery, is that a good thing? Even though he's chilling, not sparring, not training, we also talk about like guys in COVID training, and it's going to show, the time off, you got the same advantage as the guy that you are about to face. So Deontay Wilder can't take advantage. So it kind of makes sense for him to step aside.
I mean Pulev.
It does. I'm not going front. It does. It gives him time to heal. It gives him time to get with whatever, trainer he's allegedly going to get with. Now, I want to give out these facts, right? Because
25 years, people have saved money with...
Chill, Geico. Because what's going on is this is a rumor. And, I wanted to really bring that up. You know what I mean? This guy's been wrong before. It doesn't mean that the entire story is wrong. Doesn't mean don't believe the story. But Kriegel was wrong before. What'd he say? Pulev turned down like a 10-figure deal to fight Fury or some whack shit we was reporting not too long ago. But he is saying the sources are telling him that talks are underway for a possible Tyson Fury fight with Anthony Joshua, and they are looking to put this on in Saudi Arabia or elsewhere on the Arabian Peninsula. Now again, these are sources telling Mark Kriegel, but it is Steve Kim writing the story. Now, what is believable is that Fury's advisor, MTK Global, which is based in Dubai, are negotiating on behalf of Fury and the promoters because Frank Warren and Eddie don't get along. So I can see these guys, MTK Global, striking a deal. Why? Because they're the ones that went outside the box and got a deal with Top Rank and Tyson Fury to get him that $100 million plus deal. It wasn't Frank Warren, it was MTK Global. They've proven to be good negotiators. So I do like those lukewarm sources. Now, Kriegel told sources told Kriegel that MTK Global is handling the negotiations because of the rift between Warren and Eddie, which is understandable. And as far as Bob, he's like, look, I don't care what they doing. Show me the money, essentially, is what Bob is saying. You know what I mean? Like, we are going to look at any offers that come through because it would be stupid not to look at them. So, and I quote, let's see what type of offers we get from the Middle East, Aram said, because there is a real frenzy with the Saudi Arabia, with Qatar, with the Emirates to do events to open up these countries in the winter and into the next year. It would be foolish of us not to consider those types of offers. So, again, this sounds like a reasonable and willing Bob Arum. But that's the simple part, guys. Honestly, the issue here is getting Pulev and Wilder to step aside. Now, let's talk about that for a second. Obviously, we're telling you to take a day off and receive millions. Adrian Broner received 1.5 to step aside and allow Floyd to make the history that he made with Maidana. That was Broner, not Wilder, who already received $25 million for the second fight. So what the step aside is, I don't know. We can only hypothesize and guess. But the truth is, it's got to be a substantial amount of money to make Wilder step aside. Not only that, but the contract has to indicate that he gets a crack at the winner regardless of promotion. Because I'm not giving up my shot if I'm not getting a shot. But then that means Pulev also needs the same type of contract. Step aside money plus a shot. So how do you give two guys a shot? Because now there's going to be one guy with all the belts. So all those mandatories fall on the winner.
Oh, damn. True. I was just ready to say something until you said that. Once you got the belts, that mandatory. I was going to say in a perfect world if, AJ, I guess, not in a perfect world, but if it happened that AJ lost, Wilder could still fight Tyson Fury and Pulev could still fight Anthony Joshua, but that's not how it's working.
That's going to be the thing, right? Like, is Bob going to say, okay, we'll do Fury Joshua. If Fury wins, we'll let Wilder be next, not my in-house fighter, Pulev?
Yo, look, this is the thing right here, exactly what you said. If all of this lines up to benefit Wilder, then not only would I not blame him, but honestly, it would probably be the best financial choice. As an athlete, as a boxer, is it the best choice? I don't know, but it doesn't make it a bad choice. Like, you could get a fight in, you could sit, you could do whatever. You got shots to make too. The ball's not completely out of your court. But if about a month ago when this topic had been brought up, I was very, very, very critical of the fact that I thought Wilder should step aside. But things have changed. Coronavirus came to town, and now this fight, who knows when fights are going to resume of this magnitude. Like Enrique was saying last night, we're not going to get these big old fights, and these types of fights, like they mentioned, Leo Santa Cruz and Tank, that's not happening until fans come back. This is the type of fight that's not going to happen until fans come back. So in this case, Wilder's got the time to recover. Wilder's got the time to work on adjustments, and he has an opportunity to put an 1 in the place of the 0 where Fury's current undefeated record is. And guess what that would do? Completely shift the landscape of heavyweight boxing again. Because now you got Joshua with the loss, Wilder with the loss, and Fury with the loss. He has that opportunity to do it. So I don't think he should step aside. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, there's no way they're going to pay enough money that would be lucrative enough for Wilder to step aside.
How big is this bag then, fellas? Like, how big does this bag have to be? I mean, we've seen step aside persons. Wait,
let me get mine in first.
Oh, word. All right.
I think Wilder and Andy Ruiz are with the same company. That fourth piece may be Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying, for Pulev to then fight whoever won that Anthony Joshua Fury after Victor after Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So if you follow that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they step aside. You get a winner, right, out of AJ and Fury, who was facing Wilder. And Andy Ruiz versus Pulev is a big-ass fight, no? Nah? Or he's just out of the picture. There's no fifth piece in that picture.
Nah.
No, why not? Why can't we use a fifth piece to negotiate?
I mean, they could. No, they could. They could. I'm not saying they can't. I just don't think that it exists at this point in time.
Well, we all saying that this is a lukewarm reality, right? Isn't that what Nestor said? So
I think so.
Add the fifth piece.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Go ahead, Doomy.
And the bag too. Doomy was going into. I was wondering, what is that bag? Is it 1.5? Is that enough for step aside, or is that too little, or is that too high?
I think that's too little, right? 1.5. He's bound to make way more than that if he doesn't take it and he wins and he gets all the belts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's if he, you know.
It's just true.
But this is exactly why I'm telling you that this is a bullshit story. This is exactly the equivalent of a dog chasing its tail. We ain't going nowhere, brothers. This is all lies. Is there truth in the? This is not lies. That's a very harsh.
Not lies.
This is a very harsh word. What this is misleading.
Yes,
leading the witnesses, assuming, being optimistic. But the truth of the reality is that this particular plan falls in the hands of Deontay Wilder and Kurbret Pulev. No one else can change what will happen next. They must make those two men 100% satisfied before that they can truly think about some sort of fucking unification in the Middle East.
Yeah, look, not only was this not, like, in my opinion, like a genuine story, but to me, the most important aspects of this story were not breaking news to ESPN. And in all due respect, because I respect the crew they have there, and these guys work very hard, and they are at the top of the business. But the thing is we got that interview 2 Fridays ago. Come on, man. Like, Bob said the same stuff to us. Like, everything you need to know about this, you could hear in that show, and you could hear in his voice. He said he's open to any offers. Like, make an offer. I'll make an offer. He'll be open to it. I mean, I'm not going to be able to produce the money. So, you know what I mean? It's just an offer. Like, he said it himself. He does not believe that, the Saudis can come up with this money with the current state of, the global economy. Enrique already brought up the point of the barrels and how much they've dropped, and y'all see it. The gas prices are crazy. Like, the oil field is laying off people in my town left and right. They're going on furloughs. Like, it's crazy. So, do they have those pockets? Sure. But do they want to gamble at this point in time to not just pay Joshua and Fury and everyone involved, but to also pay fighters not to fight? Like, you're going to have to pay him a bag. You're going to have to pay Wilder what you would probably pay him to fight. That's the only way I think he doesn't take it. So unless you're going to come to the table with a serious offer, this is all conjecture. And the man, Bob Arum, who has the most experience in this, seems very, very lukewarm, I think is the word that Enrique used. But I'm going to use the word pessimistic, I think. I think he's pessimistic a little bit about it. But I think ultimately this comes down to what Wilder wants to do. I don't even think Pulev has that much pull in this, to be honest with you. No pun intended. I'm just saying that, like, I think Bob could just tell him to sit back and he'd sit back. He'll take whatever. They'll definitely make enough money. They'll definitely produce enough money to give him step aside. But Wilder is the issue here. And at the end of the day, this is not the same situation it was a month ago where, him fighting in June was way too soon. Like, now it's a situation where they're telling Tyson Fury November, December. It might not even happen until 2021. So, like, there's no real reason from a strategic standpoint for Wilder to step aside.
I'm thinking more and more, and I'm like, why are they trying to cut the line, right? Like, what's the purpose of the rush? Like, if AJ defends his titles against Pulev and he beats him, and then if everybody's so confident in Tyson Fury beating Wilder again, they're gonna eventually meet, right? It's like it's not like it's just basically waiting one fight.
It's the title.
So it's like, well, no, but what's the rush? What's the rush?
Maybe the rush is, they're going to kill me for saying this. Maybe the rush is they don't believe in Joshua anymore. Maybe the fact that Ruiz won, they're like, is this going to happen again? Is Pulev going to beat him and we're going to have to you're right.
It's the undisputed
likely,
title. It's the undisputed title for all the titles right now. And Anthony Joshua was worth $30 million, right? Or 27 or whatever he made against Andy Ruiz the last fight he had, right? So that's 30 mil. Let's round it up. Fury reported 30 mil. That's 60 mil that the Saudis got to come up with minimum, right? Just for the 2 stars. Now they got to do step aside money, which was another 30 mil for, let's just say, if they're going to pay, that's 90 mil if they pay Wilder what he made last fight. Now, Pulev, I don't know what his record high is, but it might be, 1.5, if that? I doubt it. I think he's like a 900, 450 fighter. But anyway, we talking about 90 mil just for the names. And wealthy people, they don't really like to spend old money. They like to spend the new money. And those barrels.
Yeah, but how much you make back? If you spending 90 to get Pulev and Wilder out, how much you making back?
That's the risk because we still don't know if the pandemic,
And you got to remember this. Is Saudi Arabia looking to make money back? Like, think about Ruiz Joshua too. How they make their money with 15,000 seats. Like, maybe don't want money. Maybe they want attention on a country that otherwise is looked at as, a country that doesn't really have, good civil rights for all humans, right? So maybe they want to keep garnering that touristic attention. They did
That's
say
what it is.
They did say they're trying to make it the new Las Vegas. So you got to break a few eggs. You ain't going to win.
Okay. Right. Well, that's what I said. If the pandemic spills, how do they garner that tourism? It still has to break for them to then make a give a date. Yeah, profit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I agreed with it being a lukewarm thing,
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
This story to me is like, I got to see it to believe it, man. I got to see Wilder get a step aside offer, and I got to see Pulev get one before, or I got to at least see like ESPN, Steve Kim, even Eddie report, there's $100 million just for Wilder and Pulev, and I don't know, site fee, let's say, because $100 million is a lot just for 2 men to step aside. I'm not sitting here on some delusional shit thinking that Pulev and Wilder deserve 50 million each. That's not what I'm saying. I don't even know what's realistic, especially when all we got to go off is what Victor Postal took 3 times versus Danny and what Broner took once versus Maidana.
Good point. Yeah, good point. Listen, the other part of this to me that was really weird was they said the sources said that MTK was handling the negotiations because of a rift between Frank and Eddie. Yeah, what are y'all talking about right now?
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. But it's all about Wilder. Like, why are we pretending like Frank and Eddie hold the keys to this fight? They don't hold the keys to this fight.
Yeah, I hear you, but I think that you're just, grabbing on to that because let's be honest. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm with you. I'm driving in. I don't need to drive. You're driving. I'm in that car. You got to convince the guys to step aside before you could talk about anything. But that is the right course of action to eliminate Frank and Eddie who bicker at each other and have a third party negotiate. Look, because if I could come back to you and Enrique that don't like each other and be like, yo, Enrique, here's 60 million. Do you think we can divide this in between Wilder and Pulev? That's how you do it. Instead of having Frank and Eddie sit down with the Middle Easterns and fight at a table.
Great point. Yo, that's such a good point. I didn't think of that. So then it becomes a question of separating them and allowing MTK or whoever to come to Fury and say, yo, will you take 5 million less or 2.5 million less? Will you take 2.5 million less,
If whoever this mitigator is in MTK Global, right, whoever's that middleman, comes back and says 60, 50, whatever the step-aside amount the Saudi's willing to give to Pulev and Wilder, be honest, Frank gets eliminated. So there is no problem. MTK Global doesn't need to talk to Frank to talk to Bob or Tyson. They represent Tyson, and they worked out a deal with ESPN and Bob Arum. So honestly, MTK Global's cutting out Frank, and they're stopping the rift between Frank and Eddie by doing that.
Yeah, that's a shame too, because the man does bring a lot to the table, but at the end of the day, business can't get in the way of fill-ins, and that's been the issue with these two. Business fill-ins have gotten in the way of business, and they have a very, very tumultuous relationship.
So Tyson Fury's co-promoted though, right, by Bob and Queensberry Promotions.
Correct, Mundo.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure there's stipulations in the contract that go into co-promoting and negotiating. I don't think do you really think they get just cut off like that?
Well, remember that Frank was already Tyson's main promoter, right? So when you do a co-promotion like Dimitri Salita did with Top Rank, you heard Lou DiBella on this show. Well, not you. You probably weren't on that episode, but you heard Lou DiBella on this show tell you that, he doesn't want to just do a deal with Top Rank and turn over the rights to Regis Prograis. Like, why does working with Top Rank have to mean you can't promote your fighter anymore? So that's what it means, bro. Like, we're not going to do a co-promotion with you and let you drive the car. You a small little ass fucking promoter. You can't get it done. That's why you coming to me. Do you want a co-promotion? Do you want me to teach you how to drive Tyson Fury into being the star that I made him? Or do you want to keep playing fucking lead promoter and keep him in the UK not doing jack shit? So that's what a co-promotion is. There's no such thing as a co-promoted fighter that the dude that brought him to, let's say, okay, think about the Mexican promoter that brought Golden Boy Canelo. They got his ass out of there by court. And that Mexican promoter got money from Canelo, but Golden Boy got him out of there. He get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got time to work with people. We don't need you.
I mean, Frank still is like that guy though that's gonna move Tyson in the UK, and that's Bob's guy in the UK right now for
Champion.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson has one fight in the UK, and it doesn't need Frank. AJ Fury sell itself. Plus, you got Eddie, who's got his hands with Sky Sports, the bigger UK network, and obviously been putting on bigger shows. Like, Frank ain't never done 90,000 seats, champ. Like, we don't need Frank. I love him. He comes on the show, but like, MTK Global's cutting him out in the sense that they don't need him talking in the media. They don't need him negotiating. We can do this. That's my belief.
Yo,
I mean,
listen,
you can have your own argument. That's my belief.
Listen, the one thing I do take away from this that I feel is maybe a little more factual. Factual is probably the wrong word. The thing that I do take away from this that I think is real, I do think that they're working on this fight with perhaps the intent to put it on next, but to know that it's also the fallback plan. So what I'm seeing right now is they are trying to get this massive fight ready to go the moment it's ready. So if Wilder doesn't step aside, we're getting Fury Joshua after that. There's no doubt in my mind that these types of negotiations, win or lose for Fury, that fight is next. And it can happen because, again, Wilder wins, it resets the whole division. To be honest with you, it's a little more fun and probably better for boxing, maybe, to have all of them back at square one. I don't think it happens. I think Fury beats Wilder. I think Fury beats Joshua. But at the end of the day, you can hope. So if that ends up happening, Wilder upsets the apple cart and turns boxing into a new, not boxing, but turns the heavyweight division into kind of like, you get different specs on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's viewed differently. The optics on it are different. And you can make a Fury Joshua, even if Wilder wins, and come back to that fourth fight sooner or later, maybe even a Joshua Wilder, like whatever you want to do. But I am certain that the one thing that this story produces is the definite The fact that it's gonna happen next. At some point.
You know what? I mean, we're talking about it, you know, and I mean, you probably feel the same way. All of you. I don't want this step aside shit to happen. I don't want Wilder to wait. I think COVID's gonna give him enough time to recover and acclimate. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Anthony Joshua fight Kubrat Pulev. And that would be even good for him. Like, why even skip him? If Kubrat Pulev is a tall, rangy, strong guy that you could maybe say can prepare you for a tough fight with a Wilder or a Joshua. So, I wouldn't even want to let this step aside. I want to see Anthony Joshua tested again. You know what I'm saying? He skated off with this win, and literally, I'm not saying he didn't box very well, because that was my whole thing for him. You know what I mean? And he had to outbox Andy, and he did. He has to. I mean, he doesn't have to, but I would rather him, just take the route. Take the route. Take the route. Let everything happen the way it was supposed to, man. All this cutting line and
don't go against the universe.
They trying to get undisputed. They trying to get.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? The undisputed, no argument. I have all the belts, one name, one champion, and Kubrat Pulev doesn't offer that. So you got to think about it on that level mindset. What it's really about.
But think about Kubrat. He's been waiting years, man.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so
but that's
Tyson
on
Fury.
Pulev. If he decides to take that step aside, then he's in the box with, Victor Postal, meaning I need to secure my family's future and I'll worry about championships later.
And he's co-promoted too. So, how does what's his name? Gotsev or the other promoter that handles Kubrat Pulev, like, you got to see how they feel about him taking a step aside. Maybe they're like, hell no, we've been waiting for this one for a while. We need this one. You just don't know, man. And I for one, I would really like to see AJ get tested again before he moves up to fight either Wilder or
Fury.
Yeah, man.
Fury's not a test. You saying?
No, Fury is. But I'm saying he would. I would want him. I would want him. Yeah, to go through a fight like Kubrat. I'm not saying Kubrat's a walkover, but it's definitely something that could prepare him for the likes of Wilder and Fury.
I mean, I believe you too, but I think that the fans and the public and the business don't care about that.
Nah, man, you step aside and then like it has to be guaranteed, like we spoke about earlier. Wilder would have to get guaranteed winner and all that other stuff, and it's like, so you don't know how that goes. We could only hope that that's something they could give him. How about if they don't want that? They don't want to give him you got to wait, or something happens, somebody gets injured. There's always some bullshit, bro. Yeah. So it's like, I would rather.
Wilder's injured. If you really think about it, Wilder is injured.
Let me ask you. George Foster seemed to think 60 is out of the realm of possibility. He says it's something more like 5 to 10 million each fighter. If I'm Wilder and they offer me 10 million, that's almost half of what I just got paid to go through a 10-week training camp.
1/3 of it.
Fly to different states to promote it, plus fight and recover. I'm taking 10 mil. I'm taking 10 mil? I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
when I said 30, I was saying I would take 30 to sit down and not have to really go to work. That's like, do you take money to not come to work?
Let me tell you something. Bernard Hopkins received his first big payday versus Oscar De La Hoya. Think about how many years he was already a middleweight champion by the time he made 10 million. We talking about 10 million to stay home. Yeah. 10 million to continue to stay home and be promoted. Because there's no way they're going to talk about that fight without talking about you now. You're tied to it. You're tied to it because of the step aside. You're tied to it because of the rematch clause and the contract and all. I mean, 10 mil. And look, that's a raw number. We don't know what it really going to be. If it's 5, Wilder received 5 million. I don't know if he had to pay it back, but remember once upon a time he had won a court case with Povetkin for him testing positive, and he was awarded like 5 million. Do you just take that 5 million? I mean, how many cars and houses could you buy with quick 5 million not to do nothing?
Right.
What are the payouts on the ones that you mentioned earlier? And that's on
the biggest one I could tell you is Broner Maidana, man, and that was 1.5, man. I can't tell you a bigger step aside fee. Look at that.
Qbret.
So 5 million would be in like it'd be like whoa.
5 million would be whoa, but Andre Diakonis says no. 10 million not enough. Everyone, Shelly and Jay, gonna want to cut of that. True.
They are, but they get a percent. Like if their percent is 20, that's money for nothing.
Yeah.
20% is a lot of 10 mil. What is that?
Yeah, he still get 8 million.
8 mil, whatever the calculation is. And then Qbret Pulev, his biggest pay was a little bit over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So him getting 900,000 or 800,000 is big, you know?
Bro, 1.5 million to just chill,
not do
just
nothing.
to say no.
It's a lot of money, bro.
I would say 1.5 is low.
But we pulling these numbers out our ass. I mean,
Yeah,
the closest thing, someone can do a Google search to see if there's a bigger step aside fee. But my time in boxing, I remember, Broner. That's probably the highest level step aside too. I can't think of another step aside higher level than that. And what I mean is like a dude on that statue. On that level. I can't think of somebody else with that sort of a name that took step aside money. Like Victor Postal and Broner not in the same sentence. They're not in the same, popularity bracket. So it's not the same. I don't even know. Pulev took step aside money a few times, I believe, with Vlad. No, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think he did. Let me see.
But who else took step aside, man? Peter Quillen.
I mean,
well,
Peter
that wasn't
Quillen.
That wasn't
step aside.
That was like, that was something different. But he got a rumored 500,000 that that the documentary reports and the media was reporting. But at the time, we had a tip that he had got 1.9 from Al.
Yeah, that was definitely.
I don't know if you remember. At the time, we knew somebody that worked at the financial advisor or the financial company that Pete invested the 1.9.
Yeah. Listen, I remember that very well, because people couldn't believe that Pete had turned down the HBO fight. But, at the end of the day, he made it very clear to us that he was not rewarded. That's the wrong word, but he was definitely compensated to agree to a different path. You know what I'm saying? And whether that was the right move or not for him, in hindsight, I can't call it. Only he can. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that fight. Who was it against? Steve Kobarov, right?
Yeah, Matt Korobov.
Yeah, Matt Korobov. And look, what would that have done for his career? Like, would he have been any better off getting that fight in? I'll let you answer that. But, in this situation, though, this is such a different thing. Like, I wouldn't even call this step aside anymore. Like, I mean, yes, that's what's happening. But the amount of money that would have to go in, it's almost like you're paying a guy to fight. It's like a bonus to fight next. And the only reason why I would that was the wrong word. The only reason why I would want Wilder to step aside is if there's a contract in place that he's okay with and that Fury and AJ are okay with, that he's next. And if he's satisfied with that, then I'm satisfied with that. And that's cool. And I would rather see Fury AJ next. But if he's not going to get that guarantee, because who knows if AJ wins, we haven't seen them able to do business. That would be the worst thing for boxing, for AJ to win and that fight not come off.
So Broner's still the biggest name.
What was it?
Broner got paid 1.5 to step aside. Next up, Miguel Cotto paid 800,000 to step aside.
That's the one I was on. He paid Triple G.
Next up was Luis Ortiz, right? Wilder was paying Bermain 600,000 to step aside so he could fight Ortiz.
Oh yes.
Those are big numbers for those guys, though.
Yeah,
those are big numbers in general.
For Triple
to just
G.
not fight.
Well, not compared to a $30 million fighter, but like Triple G at the time was probably a 1.5 guy, and he stepped aside for 800,000, which is big money. So what's that percentage?
Listen, but okay, think about it like this, Enrique. I'm not counting your pockets. Just so everybody knows, I'm making these numbers up. But let's just say that you get 100,000, right, to go to a set and shoot. Let's just say that. Again, I'm not counting your pockets. I'm not putting anything out there because I don't know. But let's just say that. I mean, you're telling me
More like
that
$200,000.
to $100,000 ball. I'm not saying nothing. To a 100,000 person like you wouldn't take $10,000 to take the day off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's short money for you compared to what you get to work.
Yeah.
But if you're not working, you'll take that 10,000. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it is relative.
I would say, yeah, 10,000 is beautiful money, but it's still low compared to these guys that they used to getting 1.5. They're getting 800. You know what I'm saying? So what's that percentage? So we got to calculate that. I think that now.
Don't forget Elderly Alvarez. That motherfucker took step aside money 3 times and still waited for the right opportunity and fought Kovalev.
And got it.
But remember, he wanted to sue after the second one. Remember, because damn, I can't even remember what it was, but it was a situation where he wasn't going to get the fight right away, and he was going to sue. So, like, you're in a situation now with Wilder, like, you can't play with that contract. It's ironclad. So you can negotiate all you want, but Wilder holds the keys to this fight. It's plain and simple. There's no other explanation for this. You can negotiate terms, site fees. You can tell me how much the popcorn's going to cost, but at the end of the day, none of that matters because that contract is ironclad, and a third fight is promised, and a third fight is guaranteed.
Money will change all that. That's what we're gonna have to wait for something real to surface. You know what I mean? Maybe something to be sent on paper to the champ. And again, I wouldn't want it. I would want it just to happen the way it's happening. Wilder gets his rematch. I think that and then again, I'm not in the camp. I don't know how long he needs to rest or in order for him to recover from the surgery or whatnot. I want him at his best. I want him at 100%. Plenty of times, the champ's gotten in there with ailments and shit and still come through. But it always feels good when you go in there 100%, man. So, I understand that if you do take the step aside, you get more time. But, like, simple fact that we're living in this COVID situation, that's like, it's a time to recover. It's a time to, to make adjustments and all that stuff because we really don't know when it's going to open up.
46% is 800,000 of 1.5 mil. So 46% is like maybe the average step aside money amount offered. 50% maybe.
I don't know, but 6 minutes ago, Sky Sports decided that they wanted to help us with our show. So let me get to this audio.
Sales and representatives from MCK Global. What's the latest on that?
Well, I think, again, last night I had a call from ESPN asking me that, they've sources tell them that negotiations are underway.
Peep the sarcasm. Sources tell them. I mean, you guys are not watching it, but I should screen share, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Full screen on them?
Full screen on them.
All right.
And I just told them, look, definitely negotiations aren't underway. That's the first thing. We have a contract to fight Kubrat Pulev next. Tyson Fury has a contract to fight Deontay Wilder next. Obviously, with everything that's happening, there is, I believe, keenness from the sides of Anthony Joshua and our team, and keenness from the sides of Tyson Fury and his team to potentially go straight into that fight.
And let's stop it there for copyright purposes and also just to talk about it. Like he said, keenness from Anthony Joshua's side, keenness from Fury's side. Again, not really speaking of satisfying the contracted side, the obligated side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Okay, no one.
We're gonna go back to. Oh, I thought we were gonna go back to the audio.
No problem. No problem.
There is, like I said, the major hurdle of we're both under contract for other fights. So firstly, there's no negotiations that have taken place. And those negotiations can't take place until we know.
Want to stop it there. Now, the sources on the article, and this is why I said, is the article fake? Is it real? Or is it just, leading us on? Because according to the article, there are negotiations. Now, here's the promoter of Anthony Joshua, who has 4 belts, and a very important part of that article saying there are no negotiations.
And not just that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, go
go ahead. Okay, not just that, but you got to listen to what he's saying. Like, he's being very careful with his words. I'm starting to think that, because in like baseball and football, like if you're not a free agent, if you're still under contract, it is illegal for other owners to try to negotiate with you while you're under that contract. It isn't until you're a free agent, an unrestricted free agent, that you can take offers. In this situation, it's kind of the same, where Wilder and Fury are essentially contracted, right? And here you have another promoter trying to negotiate. Who's to say that there's not something in that contract that says they can't negotiate, and this could get them in hot water? You can take offers. Somebody can offer. You can't stop somebody from calling up Bob Arum and saying, I'm going to offer you $100 million for the fight, and hang up. Like, that can't be illegal. But to negotiate is a different thing.
Yo, that was hilarious.
Yo, I'm going to offer you $1 million. Bye. Yo, I offered him. He ain't say shit.
He didn't say shit.
Back to the tape.
Aside, and Kubrat Pulev will set aside. Everything is solvable with money. What has been happening is we have had a number of approaches from territories asking and inquiring and making offers to stage that fight. And now,
I get a little bit tired of Eddie saying that, territories want this fight, territories want that fight. But because he pulled off the Saudi Arabia thing, you can't even say he's bluffing. For one, more back history, more reason to believe that he is receiving these offers from different countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia is because he's already opened up Matchroom Boxing in Italy. He's got Matchroom Boxing USA. He's got Matchroom Boxing UK. He's the first promoter in the world to bring boxing to Saudi Arabia, like at that level. People have always, I've been reporting for almost 10 years how the Arab Emeritus wanted to stage the Manny Pacquiao fight, or Dubai was willing to do Pacquiao versus, Mayweather, or Pacquiao versus Khan, but it never comes to fruition. Eddie did it. Nah,
he's solid when he speaks. He's solid, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why would he be lying though? Like, what?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, perfect. I'm glad you asked. Good question, right? Because right now we're obviously in a dip. As you can see, every promoter is doing our job. Every promoter is on their Zoom, their Skype, their YouTube, their Instagram, their Twitter. They're doing everything that they can. Why? Because they need to keep, their business afloat. How do they do that? Keep those names under their banner hot. How do you do that? Headlines.
Talk about them.
Headlines. What's the biggest headline? Oh, Tony Bellew, my retired guy. Oh, he wants to fight Andy, Oh, Anthony Joshua wants undisputed. Let's step aside. Could we really step aside? Is it really feasible financially to step aside? But what am I gaining regardless? Traction, headlines, clicks, popularity, steam, momentum.
Conversation.
If you don't talk about it, it don't get talked about. But if you are saying that there are countries, now you're probably putting that bug in another country's ear. Like, oh shit, I didn't even know they were open for negotiations because of this pandemic. Let me make a phone call. What if Nicaragua, who has only, 12 deaths, somehow gets an influx of cash some way? Or what if the cash is there and they want to stage it in Nicaragua? Not there being Nicaragua, meaning the cash is there from another investor. And they say, let's take it to Nicaragua because that country already put on a show. They have less deaths. There's, there is no pandemic over there. They haven't locked down people over there. And they showed us how to get it done, right? We're just using it because there's just less infection there.
Well, who shows up to the fight?
Again,
that's
bro.
a good point.
Again, this fight isn't for us, man. You know that. Listen, when AJ fought Ruiz, it was 15,000. Those days of 90,000 are gone. 90,000's gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
I like the example. I like the example, but it doesn't happen in Nicaragua. But it would happen in Saudi Arabia. I said before that there's a lot of space out there. There's space to have people 6 feet apart. It's a desert. You can have that fight out there. Now thinking about it, man. You have these guys waiting. How long are we gonna be waiting? Maybe Wilder does take the step aside, man. Maybe he's like, maybe they're like, hey, we don't know when this COVID thing's gonna be over with, so we need a huge fight. We can make the huge fight with Tyson Fury and AJ. You know what I'm saying? And still, you get the step aside money. And if he's guaranteed the return to fight the winner, then that's awesome. That's awesome because we do really need a big fight right now, man. And if they're only willing to do it with AJ and Fury, and they give my man Wilder some good money, as a fan, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it now because we'll get a huge fight in a place that can. I think it's feasible to do something like that during these times.
That fight might be globally pay-per-view at a fixed price that makes up for the.
Yeah. Well, imagine the viewership. Imagine everybody's home right now. Everybody's gonna tune in.
There is a lot of issues there. The lucky thing is that AJ isn't contracted to DAZN, but if DAZN pushes hard, there's gonna be some issues to get it done because obviously ESPN is gonna be looking to do an ESPN pay-per-view. They just brought in 850 to 900,000 buys. They want pay-per-view money. This is undisputed. I mean, someone give me the last year one heavyweight had all the belts. And the only thing you can do is go back in time when it wasn't 5-6 belts. These guys are going to be unifying 6 belts, you know what I mean? The mythical and untouchable but grabbable, metaphorically lineal, the ring, WBC, WBO, IBF, IBO, WBA, just a lot of belts. It's never been done before. You know what I mean?
They could do a thing where ESPN has the rights to the live paper. Or I'm not saying this. I'm actually asking. My bad. I was going to ask you if this is feasible, where they do a thing where ESPN does the pay-per-view live, but DAZN has all rights to playback. I don't know if ESPN would give that up. I don't know if that would be enough for DAZN. But that is something could happen because those playback rights are huge. You know what I mean? We use them. We've already watched 2 fights on DAZN. Because most of the time, every time their streams are better than YouTube. Most of the time. Sometimes YouTube's got some decent ones, but that's a huge feather in their cap. And in the long run, it might be more monetarily beneficial to have DAZN.
Shout out to Ru, who says the new Trolls movie made more money on streaming than the original did in the theaters. This fight could set records since everyone is home. Yo, I love this show, man. Shout out to everybody that participates, right? Because it doesn't just make us, the show is everyone. Because he reminded me that I read that, but attached to that, AMC ain't fucking with them no more. Trolls, whoever made Trolls, the directors, and be careful if the actors don't get their movie shown on AMC because they went against the grain. But that's only one disgruntled, business partner. AMC is mad because they losing out on that money. But Trolls and everyone else that got to do with Trolls, they happy, and Bob and them need to take advantage. They thinking, well, look, the truth is Bob ain't waiting. Bob, he knows he could use the WWF studios. I posted it on our Instagram yesterday. Actually, I'll try and pull it up. We got a lot of audio to get to on the Eddie. He's not done. That was like a 3-minute clip.
I just want to say one thing about the Trolls and the streaming, and obviously the demographic that watched it is a bunch of children. So it's a big, big difference. I see that streaming will do something good, but boxing isn't an acting. It's a live event, and there's response to certain things, and there's no cut and redo. So I don't see it being as like effective.
Nah, it would. You gotta understand.
No, it would, because
live event. Hold on, real quick.
The fighters, you got to see my point. The fighters aren't going to give the same performance as the troll character. You know what I mean?
I get the difference between what you're trying to make, but like what I'm saying is, are you saying that it's not going to be as successful? That's what I'm saying. That was the point you were trying to make, right?
I was saying it's different, man. It's just still a different performance.
It's different performance, but let me throw something out there
for the fighter. For the fighter, it's a different performance than if he had an audience. You know what I'm saying?
Let me throw it at you this way: like when you're sitting down to see a huge fight like this, right? It's not like a movie where you can say, "Yo, I'll catch it next Friday." You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. I mean, for some movie fanatics, maybe it's a little different. But what I'm trying to say is that you want to see this fight live. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you want to see this fight later. So that's the grasp, I think, that's in the difference between the acting and all that and the fighting, is that you want to see that shit live. So it's like everybody's talking now.
Look, think about it this way. When Terrence Crawford walks out of that hallway into the arena, the room lights up. That ain't going to happen now.
Why not?
Terrence Crawford, because there ain't no room to light up. So Terrence Crawford can't feed off of that.
Well, man. This is why we need Rob back on this show. See, this is what a producer would look like. He says, never mind going to Saudi Arabia. He wouldn't expect it because the deaths have skyrocketed. There's 162 deaths from the 26th of April to the April 30th. They're reporting daily cases of upwards of 4. April 15th is spiked, and they were at 493. So it just keeps going up. He sent me all the graphs and stuff. So
Saudi's out the question.
I don't know if Saudi and the heat is really helping anybody.
I mean, probably in the cities, where it's heavily populated. I mean, I'm thinking fights gonna happen in the desert. You know what I'm saying? But I could see how that's like a way in, I guess.
Let me get back to the audio real quick. Oh wait.
And ourselves and MTK have been in discussions to just look at those offers and discuss when this fight might take place. Initially, we were looking to fight on June the 20th. Fury against Wilder was July. And we all planned to make this fight in December. Now, could we go straight into a fight in December? Will we?
So they were thinking December, and that was before Fury and Wilder's little hiccup of slowing things down. And they're trying to go right into December. I mean, just based off what we just talked about, like the fact that people are home and it has the possibility to sell or do more because human beings are just more accessible. I think that's, in itself a reason to take a crack at it.
Yeah, no, it's the times we're in, man. We gotta just think. See, we're thinking conventional, but we're living in unconventional times, and we got to think about it, and we got to think about how long we're not gonna have any boxing. So, if the stats that Rob gave us on what's going on over there with COVID, again, I don't know if that would weigh in, or how heavy it weigh into the powers that be that want this fight to happen, that can take the necessary measures, that have the space. Again, I'm always referring to the desert and the space that you can have, that you can create in order to follow safety precautions. Again, fights can be promoted in certain ways. I mean, I see this fight as as a huge way to at least give hope that things can still happen, that even though we're living through tough times, we can still manage and pull through as human beings and make big things happen. I would like the fight, because if the whole play is that Wilder and AJ AJ and Fury have that negotiation and can make that whole side can make that happen for us in Qatar or the Middle East rather, then I would like that, because how long are we going to wait? How long are we going to wait for boxing? Can we continue to act like, we're not living in these times that are really truly affecting us? So it's like, I'm trying to take whatever I can get, whatever can get made.
I feel like boxing ain't coming back, man. At least on the level of like Deontay Wilder and Fury, or Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. Those kind of fights ain't not happening. The Lomachenko and Teofimo, it's gonna be the fighters that's gonna be put out there are the names that we don't. I mean, at least I don't know, but because I feel like Adumi, that I want to see something. It's going to be put out there in front of me, not in a live audience, and that fight is going to get recognition. And then that's how we're going to move forward in boxing, unless there's some kind of vaccination. Because right now, if Saudis hit, Nicaragua is probably going to want to remain shut down, because they're going to think, yo, you're going to bring the virus over here.
Absolutely.
And so, you know what I'm saying? So I think we just got to stay in the studio fight with names like, that we don't really know.
Yo, boxing been shut down for 2 months already, right? I think that's where we're at already. 2 months, February, March, April. Yeah, about 2 months. So it's March, April. So it's like, damn, how much more time? And really, I think the fighters and obviously the businessmen of the sport are thinking about it already, but the fighters should think about it too, because some fighters don't want to fight in a non-crowd, empty arena. So it's like you got to kind of switch the mentality, because we don't know how long this is gonna last. And it's like, if you get offers and people are worrying about, is the check gonna be the same? Obviously, the check ain't gonna be the same, and other things have to get worked out in order to make up for whatever's going to be lost in those tickets. You got to find another way to make those monies in order to make up for what's being lost. But at the same time, it's like, that's how we live in.
How excited would you be to hear an announcement made? Errol Spence Jr. versus Maurice Lee, July 8th.
Damn.
Closed caption.
Yeah,
I mean, I would be excited, because I need to see where Earl is at, and I am the type of fan that doesn't mind him getting a tune-up. Let me go back to this tape.
The opportunity to have a live audience in December, maybe not. As we stand right now, our next fight, AJ's next fight, is Kubrat Pulev, and Fury's next fight is Deontay Wilder. Could a deal be struck for them to step aside? Absolutely. Would we be willing to entertain it? Absolutely. But
I want him to give me figures, man. We all know a deal could be struck, but the numbers are what's important. Like, what's
reality?
What's it gonna take? And for us, I think Wilder would step aside. I think Pulev would take, but obviously it's dependent on that number.
See, for me, it's more like the date. I want to hear the date.
What you mean the date?
Like, I want to hear the fight date. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they think in December, bro, and that's really possible. December. Look, right now, everything is kind of opening back up forcefully, slowly, with caution, but May is that date. Like, I was watching the news. They trying to open up the beaches for Memorial Day.
Yeah. Nah, but you're right. And I was watching the news too, and barbershops and gyms are not even part of that. So imagine an arena.
I hear you, but they got certain governors lobbying for certain shit, man. That's
and
just the bottom line.
Certain states,
I was watching the governor or the mayor of I think it was Wildwood or Seaside talking about, we got to open up the state parks. Like, we need these, know, we losing, like, it's killing them. Some of these states are dying.
I believe the state park is opening this weekend along with golf courses.
Yeah, but not state parks like the mountains and stuff like that. Not the regular park.
Yeah, not the
county,
city park.
Exactly. Not the county park.
The state park and the golf courses, but they still not lifting up social distancing, which is part of the whole, gym and barbershop and arenas.
I heard different. To use the state park, they want you with mask and gloves plus the 6 feet.
Oh, I mean, I probably over. Yeah, that too. I mean, I just said so.
Because I remember having a conversation with my girl, like, yo, I'm walking the dogs because I need to get out myself. So I walk the dogs now instead of just letting them go out in the back. And I feel like the bad guy because I'm not out there with no fucking mask and gloves to walk my dog. Like, but I be seeing people and we not close, but everyone else is wearing masks and gloves. So I don't even want to go out because what I gotta wear a mask for outside, like,
nah, you right.
When I'm alone and there's no one around me for like a 50, 70 fucking 150 foot radius. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, nah. If that's the case, you fine. But if I run up down the block without a mask.
Yeah, but then somebody comes out their door to get their mail and they see you and it's like, oh, what the they look at you like, bro, you ain't got your shit on. Everybody else got their shit on, looking like.
And some people really do take it real serious, bro.
So wait, people are getting their mail with mask on,
bruh. People not playing. I know, yo, if you ain't watching the news, people wiping down groceries.
Every time I use my debit card, they wiping down the debit card punching thing. Like, yo, I went to the bank the other day and a little old lady. Check this out real quick. A little old lady is right behind me, and I didn't have gloves. You know what I'm saying? I had a little mask that I had left in the glove box, but that's all I had. I didn't have gloves. Yo, she was next after me. She literally like looked at me as I was leaving, and she's like, in Spanish, she's like, "No, yo no voy a ir. Tú vas a ir. No tenía guante." I'm like,
nah, bro.
I think gloves. They're not part of it. I think it's more of the mask is more important than the gloves.
Yeah, like I said, some people like, and it's not, and it's when you really don't know too. You just kind of paranoid. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
of course, nah. Like the virus doesn't jump into your mouth from your hand. It doesn't crawl. It's your hand putting your fingers in your mouth and your nose, rubbing your eyes, putting your finger in your ear. Maybe
I was watching the news and they like don't even be hopeful because they like, yo, think about it. When do vaccines even work? You know, how many viruses still exist that we never found a vaccine for? I mean, HIV is a virus.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So, you know, it's mad shit that we never got the answer to. You know what I mean?
Essentially, what is a vaccine? It's small little bit of the virus that they inject you, so you grow immunity to it. Ain't that fucking?
Yeah, but the vaccines do work. Listen, most of the time when you get a flu shot, and you hear people talking about, I got the flu and I got the flu shot, and so it's bullshit. It's not that. Most of the time, people catch a different strain of the flu that wasn't part of the vaccine. So, like, people got to understand, like, there's multiple strains out there at one time. Like, it's not just one flu. You know what I mean? And so that's what happens. So the vaccines do work
like
when
they're.
Shout out to Steve in Chicago. I seen that, Steve. I think it was JetBlue was the first airlines to make masks mandatory.
Right.
You know?
Well, there's going to be a new way of flying for sure.
No, it's going to be a new way of life. Listen to me. Why are we acting like movies didn't tell us this, man? I'm sure I seen a movie, I just can't pinpoint it, where you couldn't leave your house without an oxygen mask. Like,
well, you know what's going to happen? That vaccine is going to identify you. There's a company called Abbott. They have a commercial out, ABBOT, and it says Abbott ID H1N1 SARS, and they're working on COVID. And I don't know why the ID is in there, but you might have to wear a mask on the beach if you don't have that ID.
I mean, look, again, I was watching the news today. There's multiple different sources claiming to have found a vaccine and multiple different sources already testing on humans.
Right. Right,
so,
of course. It already started in March when right by the president making a briefing. There's one that already started on 100 people and it's going on till next March. They say that's when it's fully tested. Circle back results.
Let me get back to this audio.
Real quick. Let me. I know we don't do this. I know we're not supposed to do this because we have a system. But Supermex has been working really hard. He hasn't had a chance to call in. Plus, he is a very loyal Patreon. So I'm I'm gonna read his comment real quick because I think it's a good one. First of all, but second of all, I just want him to have a voice on the show at a time where he can't have it because of circumstances of him working. But Joseph Rodriguez, aka Supermex, says, as a fan of Wilder and wanting him to have a shot at undisputed, you step aside and let Fury go grab them belts. Because if you lose to Fury again, which we can no longer act like it isn't unfeasible. So if he loses to Fury again before Fury goes for all the belts, does he realistically get a shot at undisputed? So what he's saying is to let Fury beat AJ so he gets that shot at undisputed. So everything's on the line.
Good
That's
angle.
a great point. Hell yeah.
Good angle. And then Fury and Wilder have 2 fights before their rematch.
I just feel like no one is going to jump that gun, man. It's going to take so much money to have them take that gamble simply because there's no guarantee that when Fury wins or AJ wins, the WBO doesn't step in and say, nah, you got to fight Usyk. Nah, you got to fight Pulev. Nah, you got to fight Wilder. Like, there's so many different belts pulling in so many different angles. You got the WBC that got White waiting. WBO got Usyk waiting. IBF got Pulev waiting. And the WBA, who they got waiting, I don't even know, but we could find one.
That's a lot more step aside money, if you ask me.
No, it's gonna be step aside next fight. So every fight we paying step aside, I'm telling you, it's gonna fall on someone's shoulders, and they're not gonna be happy. They're not gonna be happy. But let me go to what do we got?
No vaccines. Man, it's just it's no way of telling. It's no way of telling how soon this schedule will be back on.
Let me get to this tape, man. We got to get through this little bit left.
Focus is on the contracts that we have signed with a move for the winners fighting the winners, probably in spring 21.
Well, the venue, the country that's being spoken about for hosting that fight is Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, look, we pretty much know here. Let's see.
I think the ambition will be even higher from these people. To be honest, Dan, it's not really about Saudi. I mean, we've had 2 other offers come in from other territories as well. We don't know which territory right now will be allowed to implement a live audience before other countries. I mean, if you look at territories like New Zealand and Australia, it looks like there are 0 cases now in New Zealand and very few in Australia.
Oh, you see, and that's what I said with Nicaragua, right? Like, they'll just take their show on the road, guys.
Yeah.
You guys don't believe me, but look,
I just don't know if the country has enough money.
No, New Zealand and Australia obviously have a better, economical system than Nicaragua. I was just saying Nicaragua because they were already up and running, but I didn't know New Zealand was up and running.
Yeah, but it's I still think that it would fall over there in the desert, man. I mean, that's probably Eddie's just negotiation tactics that he's throwing in there. The other places. He said New Zealand. New Zealand was the other spot.
Yeah, he said New Zealand and Australia have 0 cases. Or not 0, but
Yeah, because I don't see anybody competing with the numbers that the Middle East would throw up in order to get those fights to be there, that's if Saudi is really a player and all this stuff that they keep saying about them. Australia, it says 0 case. There's almost 0 cases. I'd have to check up on that. But yeah, it's a sterile place. A sterile place is a good. Where would they throw it? In Sydney? I mean, where would this happen?
I mean, look, bro, they held Pacquiao freaking Hearn over there. Why can't they, they can do it. They got places. They'll find a place. The same way, I don't even think that's even matters because the same way that, Saudi Arabia wasn't something we thought about. And we said where they're going to do it. And we thought about, deaths and so many things we thought would become an issue, not allowing it to take place. And it really happened without anything. Like, the fact that there wasn't any deaths reported, no missing reporters, no missing tourists. Like, nothing happened, bro. We talked all that shit and nothing happened except a successful event. You know, in retrospect, we don't even talk about all the, you know, what is it, civil rights stuff that was initially brought up. Like, it's all been, wow, AJ got his belts back, and wow, you know, Saudi Arabia gave all this money to boxing. Like, no one ever really went back into, you know, their initial gripes. But see if we're ever gonna get through this audio here. Let me see what we got. Where we at?
Yeah, so there's going to be certain countries that are going to start this up sooner than others. For me, we would love to bring AJ against Fury to the UK. Right now, especially in December, that doesn't look like a possibility. So,
bro, that's never going to be a possibility, honestly speaking. Like, how would the money ever make sense over there?
Where?
In the UK. Like,
UK?
there's more money in US. And then if you want more money than the U.S. is obviously Saudi Arabia right now. So, I don't really get how they're going to make it happen.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree fully. But, man, you got to wonder what the UK fans, how they feel right now, because it's like they're not even entertaining and I shouldn't say that because who knows? Maybe they are entertaining it. We just don't know. This is the more grabby headlines as opposed to saying we're going to have it in the UK, but we're going to have to wait till, 2000 whatever. But I don't know. You gotta feel for those fans though. Like that's like their fight. Like imagine Spence and Crawford gets taken, to Macau or something. Like we would all be like, whoa, what? Like it would be crazy. And I know it's not the same thing because they
definitely possible.
That finances.
Definitely possible. Remember the your boy Jose Ramirez, the star you think is gonna make Crawford into a star, is going to Macau or China or something like that, right? So it's definitely possible that Bud and Earl could go somewhere else. Listen, it's crazy that when you do the history of boxing, them dudes fought everywhere. Why are we the only ones fighting here? Like Ali was like 21 fighting in the UK. Like why is this generation not really moving around? Like Ali made it happen, George made it happen. I don't get it.
Canelo, according to Eddie, Canelo, was making his way to Japan. He wanted to fight in Asia. He wants to fight. He wants to be known all over the world. And it's true, man. Look, I've always been big on the China market, Macau, and it being, a huge opportunity. Africa too. A lot of MMA is small.
I don't even know why Mario always plays this Manchester Mario role about what are the UK fans thinking. What the fuck were we thinking when Mayweather-Pacquiao happened here and we weren't allowed to go to it? Don't matter that it happened in Vegas. We couldn't afford to go to that shit. Like 16,000 seats for the elitists and shit. Like,
Yeah, but that's something different to me. That's something different to me because
bro? Who really
I get it. I get it, but if it was a stadium fight, that would have been different. And that's what we're talking about with this fight. These are stadium fights. Like, they'll have lower tier.
It'll never be a stadium fight because of the gate.
I'm just saying, though, like, okay, I feel you. I'm just saying that, I don't know. To me, that's different. You're right. It is an elitist type of thing. But at the end of the day, it's also, if you got that money to drop, like, if it's worth your while, you know what I mean? But you're not even giving those fans the chance without spending money on a flight, hotel. I mean, it's just it's a lot different to me.
Bro, I don't think they gave us a chance. You and I, we were doing this show at the time of Mayweather-Pacquiao, and it's like, bro, we beg for stadiums. We beg for Jerry Jones. Like, they don't care. They don't care. Listen, Chris Mannix asked AJ about fighting in no stadiums because he makes 8 to 10. That was the gate. What's Wilder Fury gate? I bet you it's a lot more. Like, dog, it's more money over here, man. I mean, you could try and, banter up to them, but I'm not saying there's no money. There's obviously money in the UK. But when it comes to the big show, you know where he's from.
No, and I agree. It's not that I think that it's wrong to have the fight in Saudi or Macau or anything like that. Not at all. It's about finances and the number one people. They're the people that need to be taken care of the most are the fighters, not the fans, not the promoters, not the managers. It's the fighters that need to be taken care of the most. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that they're not even getting hints that they're even in the running to get this fight. Like this is all about
can't
how
afford
much
it.
can we make. I get you. I don't know. At least, it's always nice to be the runner up and at least mention, you know what I'm saying? Like I ask a girl to prom and then, a few weeks later I tell another girl, yo, I was going to ask you, but I thought you were going with homeboy. Like at least that makes her feel better. That was probably a bad example. She probably feel like shit if I said that, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, at least you get, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking on my ass, honestly.
I'm officially going back to Majid because Majid got his YouTube name as Majid. So I'm going to go back to Majid. But he says this topic not logical right now. After Fury and Wilder is next, then obviously it'll be more logical. And I'm with you. But you need these type of topics to get Wilder's attention. Because Wilder could be sitting in this couch right now like, man, I ain't stepping aside shit. They better come with $50 million. You know what I'm saying? So he will at least start putting out numbers in the air in his own mind of what it would be worth to him to step aside.
Mm-hmm. Because for all we know, that injury that, he had spoken of, or not injury, but the issue that he was talking about, like, who knows what it was? Who knows he's in the background like, man, I'm going to take this. I'm just going to try to rack it up as much as I can because I'm going to need that extra time, and that's probably not the case because of COVID, but, we don't know what his strategy is. We don't know what his game plan is. Knowing the Wilder that I know just off of interviewing him over the years and seeing interviews with him over the years, I just don't think he takes it. I don't think he takes it unless it's some astronomical number that ends up becoming a plot point for all the fights after that. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge plot point.
Yo, Steve in Chicago says that Wilder Fury broke all-time MGM gate record. Is that true?
Wilder Fury
I don't
broke
follow.
all-time
I don't
record.
follow the money like that. Like I've never in my life researched the gate. To be honest,
I think of Floyd when I think about records. You know what I'm saying? And MGM. So if they broke anything like that, that's crazy. Just rewinding a little bit, going back to like the UK and the buys being making less than here and stuff like that. Like how is it that the UK gets to pay less for their pay-per-views? What's the reason for that?
They just got a different business model, bro. They got a $20, 20 and some change, and it goes up though. Some fights go up. Like when Floyd fights, they got to pay more, but they got a better business model. And you got to remember too, they got a better economy, bro. Like that's why I don't like going to the UK. Our dollar is less.
But it's a subscription-based thing, right? They pay for Skype and then they got to pay for the pay-per-view, correct?
Yeah, I mean, just like
So
you
that's
pay,
what I'm-
just like
yeah.
you pay for HBO and HBO pay-per-view.
That's a good point. Oh, wait, you're right. Whoa. So that is like the same. So we still pay way more, even though they subscribe to Sky or whatever. And
what are you looking at with Sky?
Well, the thing I'm trying to say is like they
subscription,
pay less.
the
Yeah,
amount
they
of
pay.
money.
Yeah, they pay less for the pay-per-view because they're also paying for the subscription monthly, right? And then, but at the same time, Ness just made that point. Like we pay HBO monthly, but we still got to pay an HBO pay-per-view.
We pay Showtime
pay-per-view.
Hell
But
yeah.
but that's the thing. You don't have to have HBO or Showtime to buy an HBO or Showtime pay-per-view. You have to have Sky
I
to
don't
get a
know.
Sky pay-per-view.
Do you? DBX in the
That's
UK.
what I've been told that.
Well, we got DBX in the chat. Please let us know. Do you have to be a Sky subscription to get a Sky? He said nope. Man, he didn't even let me finish.
My bad. Shit. Well, then I don't even. Then I don't know what the reason is or what it could be.
Nah, man,
but
they just we Americans and we gotta pay
Is
more.
it? I'm thinking, does it have to do with the amount of ticket sales that they garner in the UK compared to the?
No, because again, their ticket sales are less than ours, so they sell more tickets and receive less money.
Oh, so it's damn.
They got less tickets too. The tickets are cheaper over there.
So they have a 90,000 seater, and they receive less money than if you would throw it at the MGM.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's why you don't get big fights in the UK, bro.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I want to pay $25.
Listen, you get the big fight when the provider wants it. So when Sky wanted Dillian White and Wilder, they were gonna get some money some way somehow because they was offering Wilder like $8 million, and they was gonna have to take care of White. So Yeah, so another UK dude says you're wrong, Mario. You can buy a pay-per-view event without a sub. That is undisputed truth.
Got it. Thank you for that. Now we
Look at
know.
this.
And the more you know. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, no. Now you know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Andre Diakonu, the pound for pound supporter, says my box seat was just $400 for Joshua Klitschko when I went to Wembley. Look at that. He went to a super fight.
$400 for a box.
Yeah, he's the one.
Wow.
You know, Andre's actually the one gave me the courage to go to the UK. He taught me that the flights are not that expensive. You can find them if you search early enough. You can probably find a decent, halfway decent flight for like $600, which is still too expensive for me. Because when you think about, for me anyway, again, being a dude that, you know, relatives come from the Caribbean, I'm naturally attracted to that. It's like $600 to go to a cold UK, rainy, damp looking, always cloudy, or freaking less than $400 to go to the Caribbean where it's nothing but beauty. Yeah, I'm going to the Caribbean.
That's a good point. It's like, I mean, look, I've always wanted to go to London. You know, I've always wanted to go to the UK. So it'd be something for me. But at the same time, you're right. Like, it's not like going to Vegas where that's a trip and the whole time it's a trip. You know what I'm saying? Vegas
Not only
is
that,
just
Mario, you get over there and I think your dollar's like 60 cents maybe? Right?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Wow.
I remember right after Pacquiao Cotto, we went to, I don't even remember what restaurant. I could not believe the bill at the end of the night. Like, I mean, my dad paid for everybody, but still, like, you know, I saw it. I was like, bro, I had a ribeye. My mom had like lobster. You know, my brother went crazy. Like, and I can't remember exactly how much it was, but yo, it was crazy cheap.
What, in UK?
Nah, in Vegas.
Vegas, oh.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
but
lost for a
Vegas,
second.
Vegas is different, you know. That's
I thought you said Vegas. I
that's
thought you said Vegas.
America.
Your dollar goes further.
That's America. Nah, I'm saying that your dollar's only 60 cents or
Got you,
something like
you.
that
Yeah,
when
that's
you
tough,
get to the
bro.
UK. That's why I always want to do a border wars in Canada, because we get there and our dollar's like $1.30. We get an extra
Word.
30 cents or some shit.
Yo, shout out to Jose.
Yeah, man. I wonder what the foreign exchange rate is looking like now. Yes,
Gotta
plus
go
the
to that.
foreign fees you use on your credit card. That's right. When you out of country, you use your credit card. They charge you fucking out of country fees too, man. It's not easy traveling for real.
On your credit card and your debit, or just your credit?
I'm pretty
your
sure it's both.
debit,
I know when
eh?
I found that out when I went to DR. I had a little bit of money in my debit when I was younger. Got to DR, didn't pull cash out, bruh. It was raking you every time you used the Mac machine. It's not worth it.
How much is it?
$10 I can't remember, but maybe like 10 to 15 easy every time you go.
Each time?
Yeah, yo,
bro.
they got him, bro.
Bro,
Yo.
you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay, man. You're gonna pay.
Bruh, and then you go and you have all that.
You say
Go
they're
ahead.
looking at the ATM machine like, I gotta do it.
Yo,
Yeah,
but in DR,
for
but
real.
listen, in DR, Mario, that's what I'm telling you. In DR, like if we ever got to the level where we could bring an appreciation night to DR officially, it's just so much cheaper. $1 American is 48 to 54 Dominican pesos. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like
almost double.
Bro.
So $100 is almost $200. Like, that's crazy.
You throw a feast out there, bro, with a couple of dollars, man. I'm
I
telling
remember you had told me like that package you got, it was like all inclusive. So you were
I
you
only
already
do-
had paid for your food and drinks. Like
Yes.
you didn't have to pay for that
Bro,
stuff.
I only do all inclusive on these Caribbean vacations. It just doesn't make any other sense. Like I gotta be like, I don't know. We gotta go in a group for me to not do all inclusive, because then we could do like we could get our own house and have our own maids and stuff, because all that stuff is available out there.
Word.
But
Get that fresh seafood.
Yeah, man.
And that's fucked
How
up
that
though for
cook.
them for the I was gonna say natives, but for the people, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah, bro,
I don't know.
tourists bring jobs and economy anywhere that they go, so that's all that is.
Yeah, I feel
you know
you.
what I mean? Like,
I feel you.
someone would be dying to be your chef for the week, believe me. You know,
Wow.
and the tips that we give over here, see, Americans, we're like fucking, you know, society has programmed us to give tips. Like, that shit don't exist nowhere else, but you know, because so many Americans, you know,
Really?
Americans and Europeans frequent DR heavy. So because of that, Dominicans expect tips, but they also don't expect it with any like, you know what I mean? Because
like it doesn't matter if it's like $5 or 20.
What
they're
I
not
mean is that they
expecting
don't expect it with any aggression because they understand that the exchange rate is gonna be so much that whatever you giving them, they gonna be happy with. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You always gonna have your dickhead. It's like, damn, that's all you giving me. But you know, there's always gonna be people that's happy. Like, yo, I make sure me and my girl we change a couple $100 in dollars. And I just roll every twos. If I like you, you getting $3 singles, you know. But I ain't no baller. I can't do more than that. You know what I'm saying? My bartender, I slapped the 20, but that's for the day. It's like, this how I'm coming. Take that 20, make sure them drinks hard because you know, you at the all inclusive, you know, there's so many people. You want to make sure you get some good drinks, so you ain't gotta keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, now you're right though too about program to tip. Like the other day, we're in the process of moving some stuff and we're hiring some movers, and like that was the first thing I asked my wife. I was like, wait, do we tip the movers? Like, is there fee included with the tip or how's that work? I was almost gonna tip the air condition dude the other day. Like I was like, whoa, wait, his tip, and I was like, wait, you don't tip an air conditioning guy? Like what the hell?
That's why I actually love going to other states, right? Because New Jersey and New York, Philadelphia, the tri-state, we are worse. When I go to Texas, the lady who's attending me says, you guys want to split the bill? I'll be like, hell yeah! Because we don't get that. We don't get that in New Jersey. Like, they ain't split the bill. Yo, if you went out on a date, you taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you in Texas or Colorado, they like, split the bill? Split the bill? It's like common.
Wait, what? Bro, they don't split the bill over there?
Mario, if you ask to split the bill over here, everyone at the table gonna look at you like you a cheapskate. It doesn't exist here, man. It don't exist.
That's crazy.
Bro, I'm dying to move, man. I want to go to Florida, anywhere, bro. Everywhere else splits the tip. Tri-state area.
Bama.
Yo, if me and my girl go on like a double date or even if it's like a group thing, yo, like they don't even they'll just bring you two separate checks. Like most of the time they won't even ask. Like sometimes they'll ask like who specifically is going on what check if it's a large group. But like not specifically, like if it's just two different sets of people, they just bring you two different checks. Like it's not even a question.
Nah, you ain't getting that over here.
That's crazy.
You ain't getting that.
And yo, y'all just blew my mind, dog.
That's funny as hell because it's like it's like a cheapskate thing, like because like it's like a certain standard culturally that we kind of put ourselves on.
No, they force you. They force you into thinking you are cheap if you don't tip, man. It's horrible.
Oh, why though? Why? What's the logic there?
Bruh,
no, I'm talking about the bills being split.
They'll look at you
yeah.
They'll look at you like everything, bro. You'll get looks. Come on, bro. If you don't tip out here, I'm trying. I'm ready.
No.
I'm ready
yeah,
to move.
tipping, yeah.
I'm ready to move.
Tipping is a little different. But I like, like for like waitresses and stuff like that, they get like $3 an hour, and the majority of their income is tips and shit. Like I don't mind bartenders like that.
Bruh. You know, I hate that excuse. First of all, who the fuck
bartenders make more money?
Because Mario, who told you to be a bartender? So now,
but that ain't fair though.
What you mean that ain't fair?
That's not fair.
So Mario, let me ask you a question.
That industry.
Let me ask you a question. If you Google right now what you make, the average writer is a $30,000 salary. I don't see no one throwing you no fucking donations. Oh well, he's a writer. Let's give him a tip. He's a writer. You chose to be a writer. You chose to be a writer. She chose to be a bartender.
Champ, you forgetting about life circumstances and the fact that my nigga, most of these people are women, single mothers sometimes, my bro.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Be saying, oh, she decided to be what she decided. You think people wake up?
Like, what about?
I want to be a waiter.
A waiter, a bartender. Yo, what about barbers?
Brother, let me ask you a question. If you don't want to be a bartender, you wouldn't apply. It's just that simple. What do you mean? Oh, you think they wake up? Brother, I don't care if they woke up. If I don't want to work, I've never in my life filled out an application for a bartender, for a McDonald's, or any sort of waiter.
Never worked the job that you didn't want to,
Listen to me. I am not applying to pick up dog shit if I don't like dog shit. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all sound really crazy right now.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too. You got to think about. Look. I'm wondering now what your experience is with, dating or having family that's bartenders and waitresses, because like my girl used to be a waitress, right? So when we go places, bro, she tips them heavy. Sometimes I'm like, you're giving them that much?
Because they always feel
I
bad.
have family that's barbers, bro. I throw when haircuts used to be $10, I would just throw a 20 down, like keep it. You know what I mean? And now the haircuts are closer to like 20. I'll throw them 40 sometimes. Like,
what?
You know
Damn, you got cheap.
Yo, you balling. You balling. You balling.
No, it's not about that, bro. I have my grandpa was a barber. My brother's a barber.
Bruh.
My two cousins are barbers. My other my great uncle was a barber.
So how much does it cost you monthly? Please, just give me the number monthly to get your haircut. Monthly.
Well, my brother only charged me. My brother don't charge me, so I tip him like $20, $15.
So you paying the same price everyone else is paying.
But if he did, I would still get that much.
And technically, you're not really even tipping your brother. Let me explain. My haircut is $20. It used to be $15. Price went up to $20. And I always give $5 more, so I give $25 for my haircut.
Nah, that ain't true.
You giving the brother. There's no barbershop in the tri-state area that charges $15 for a haircut.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, it's a barter system. My brother told me a long time ago. He said, "Look, I'm gonna be a fly barber. Let me practice on you while I'm whack. Let me take you to state, and you be my, dummy.
I hear you. You're
and
still
then
giving
free
them
haircuts
under.
for the rest of your life.
Right, and
but
that's
I don't
what I'm
always
saying.
go to my brother though.
But you're making them live up to the free haircuts for the rest of your life.
Hell yeah, making them live. He said that shit.
And you're paying them under the fucking market. $15? Like, come on, champ. But that's okay. That's besides the point. We going down a rabbit hole. I'm just saying, over here in the U.S., in the New Jersey area.
Untitled.
Yeah, in the tri-state area, they out of control with the tipping. It's nothing like in your state. I wish it was. Honestly, I wish it was.
Yeah.
We get to Texas, and it's like a 12 people, and you're comfortable. You're comfortable.
Yo,
imagine
the shit I hate about not Texas tipping is the yellow taxi in Manhattan. They want a tip. The shit automatically
I don't
comes
even
up.
understand why the taxi man deserves a tip.
Same thing. One time, this dude, I swear, I jumped in and out, probably like $8, right? He got there in like 8 minutes, maybe. And I gave him $8. He's like, no tip. I'm like, now for asking for it.
And that's what I'm saying up here.
No.
Listen, Mario, in New Jersey, in the tri-state area, you will give a bum $5. He's literally got a sign, says, yo, I'm homeless, whatever the fucking today's spiel is. Right. You turn around, you lower your window, you give him $1 or $2. He look at you and he's like, that's it? Like,
no,
you don't
there's no way.
Oh
You're
my
lying.
God, man.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass, bruh.
Homeless people.
I'm literally begging
in
my
Jersey
family.
and New York are complaining about whatever you give them, bro. I could roll down the window and hand a man 50 cents, and he'll be like, "God bless, God bless. I'm gonna pray for you and yours."
Answer
and
that
I'm like,
question,
yeah,
Enrique. Answer that question honestly. Has that happened to you where you giving a bum in the tri-state area money and they act like it wasn't enough?
Yeah. I definitely. Come on, bro. And I give. I'm one of those dudes that like even my girls sometimes.
I don't.
I'm the one that like if I got some change or whatever, like, but like yo, I've had experiences, man, that just make me question my own like goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Because like they'll look at you funny, they'll walk away mumbling, or the guy with the gas tank, the infamous guy with the gas tank. I need gas. Could you just give me some of this? Then I see the guy on Monday. I see him again on Tuesday with another guy. I see him on Thursday, and he want to see me again on Friday for the same shit.
Same story.
I saw one by Staples on Bloomfield Ave in Newark. This girl was pushing a stroller, asking for money with a baby in there. So I felt bad. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I gave her $5, right? She's like, yo, my boyfriend abused me. I'm kicked out. I need to get somewhere to eat for my kid and my baby. I was like, damn. I felt guilty not giving, so I gave a $5 bill. Yo, why I saw her doing the same thing and go into a car and drive away.
Yeah, dog. Listen, Mario. You gotta understand.
Like, when I was in my car, I saw her go in her car and drive away.
Listen, I don't know if it's because it's like the tri-state area is close to New York, and people think, well, you know, that whole phrase, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, and then people end up not being able to, like, yo, where I want to move in Florida. Let me put it to you how simple it is, right? It's not simple for my family just yet, but square footage is $59. I'm somewhere where square footage is $181 per square feet. Like, so people come from Florida because they got high expectations of being actors or in Broadway, and then they can't make it, and they can't pay the $2,500 studio rent in New York, and now they the bums. They the bums asking you for the $2. That's why.
That's crazy.
I mean, not everybody is that story. Right back to Florida. Let's be honest. Not everyone is that story, but like that's a lot of people's story. I'm trying to run the other way. I'm trying to run where gas is $1.29 and a gallon. Like I don't get it, man.
But see the difference is, you see, you're able to make the same amount of money wherever you go. These people, they'll come to New York and their money is not worth what it is in Florida. You see what I'm saying? So they wind up going back.
But that's what I'm telling you. I'm in New York trying to run from this.
You have a scenario though.
But that's what I'm saying. Over here is just costs more because again, like I said, tips are expected.
I hate tips though.
Tips are expected. The state tax is more expensive. The lifestyle is different. It's different over here. Gas is more expensive because we're overpopulated. They're abusing the fact that we are on top of each other. So the resources, we pay more. Why the hell does Florida and Bama and Texas have gas at cheaper rates than us?
I know. I hate that shit too with the gas. I hate the cash is this much. Credit card is this much.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Who carries freaking cash to pay for gas?
Bro, who carries cash, period? I don't even carry cash no more.
For cash and card?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't get gas the same price you get it in cash.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Bro, up here,
bro,
y'all are
breaking my heart right now. Like, I love New York. I want to live there one day.
Dog, the song is true. New York, big city of dreams. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, y'all are breaking my heart. I swear to God. Y'all are just shattering my dreams live on air.
But I think one thing about New York and New Jersey that's different, New York definitely have more programs, more benefits for you for free.
Bro, because they killing us. They always gotta give us. They gotta give us a certain. Listen. We're forced into being the minority because everything is so expensive. So yeah, they throw you a little couple dollars and they make a little new project or tear down a project and build a new townhome. But what they really doing?
Now what I'm saying is like if you have two kids, they got like a park right there, all kinds of high end playground shit for your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Be specific as to where, because I never seen a park in none of the hood that I lived in where
if
nothing
you go
wasn't
to Fort
taking
Greene,
place.
I'm saying New York, New Jersey is
New
whack.
New York.
Yo,
this guy loves New York. You're not from New York, bruh.
How you know where I'm from, first of all?
Oh, he said I'm a mystery.
Hold on. So what do we consider where you from? Where you from is what? Where you decide to live, or where you from, like born and raised?
Damn, Reek, you got fingerprints?
What you talking about?
I'm saying though, we thought something, and now you saying that you know.
Oh, he's
my mic got a box on it. I'm ready to ride.
Let's do it.
Nah, look,
He trying to get away from it.
Listen. Let's move on. Let's move on anyway. Because we got like Freestyle Friday. I know all y'all want to rap. I know Enrique wrote something. Plus, I got Izzy talking about he coming at you. So we got to move on, man.
He wrote something on the low. He going to call it a freestyle, but it's written on index cards.
Who, Izzy? Do me?
He said, "Nah, I got nothing written, bro. If I'm a spit, I'm."
No, you're talking about.
I don't like that off the top, man.
If I'm a spit, if I'm really going freestyle battle, it's gonna have to be off the head. If I fall, I fall.
Nah. Listen, I don't like that because that's the excuse y'all make. Like, listen, everybody ain't Papoose. Everybody ain't Freeway. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to be.
Let me ask you though. Let me ask you. If my man's Enrique or my man's Doomy is in a battle, right, and round one's over, and they come back to the corner, can I corner them?
Can you corner?
Yeah, can I corner him? Like if I give him, like if I think, like if I hear,
rap,
like
though.
let's say Izzy's battling Enrique, right? And I hear like a Izzy line, I'm like, oh man, I could flip that. And could I give the line to Enrique? Or is that cheating?
You know that's called ghostwriting, man. He gonna have to do his.
You're not supposed to present that. That's the ghostwriting. You're supposed to text that on a separate text.
Yeah, listen. Now they're not gonna know anyway. They're never gonna know whether I do it or not. But I'm just saying, like,
you're supposed to come back with it. You know,
because they could do the same thing. Like, I mean, J&J Promotions got like 17 rappers over there. You know, who's to say they're not all in a group message? Like, yo, get them
helping
with this
each
line.
other out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they helping each other out over
with
there.
the bar, got 16 like that.
Of course, yo, Izzy, you gonna pull this off? Say that.
Yeah, so if I'm representing my stable,
get it started, man. Enrique, go ahead, because you know my man Mario.
I'm after the battle. Whoever's battling, I'm after that.
All right, I'll start it off.
Nah, you can't
start it off with some
why you always trying to throw shots, man? He dying to go at Intrigue. Yo, Intrigue is nobody. Let him come at you.
I'm not gonna bat. I'm not. This ain't for nobody. This is just to get the
crowd
momentum
hype
started. Yeah, this ain't this don't got no shots.
But how
at
you gonna be an opening show? You are the show. You need to go.
No.
last.
But this is just like my training footage. This is just for the Instagram numbers.
You sure you don't want to go last as the Don?
All right, I'll go last as the Don.
You know what I'm saying? You earned that right, champ. You walk out
last. Who battling today, though? Who is battling?
It don't matter. Mario's here.
I thought the battler.
Yeah,
Izzy's supposed to be going against Sony, but it don't matter. Like I said, Mario's here.
So that's the battle. That's the event we all been waiting for.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it was supposed to be Greatness versus who they said might have been taking on Greatness yesterday.
Oh man, I can't remember who they said. Damn,
that's a new name, Greatness.
Well, Greatness is Getty from Harlem.
Okay. Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, I forgot, and I got excited too when JT I think it was JT brought up that battle.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even remember, man. Don't really remember.
Talking about Jay Colorado versus I think who was it? Man?
That's another thing Andre said.
It was Jay Colorado versus Getty, right?
That's another thing Andre Diakonu's right about. Taxes up here, Mario. Home tax, property tax is 10,000.
Oh yeah, New Jersey's the biggest state.
But, where you at? Oh my God, your tax got to be like 20,000, right?
Yeah, they up there, crazy.
Yeah.
And that's another thing in New York, man.
I wouldn't even move to where Enrique lived because of that. Like my aunt live out there, and I'd be like, no, you know what I mean? That's a lot of money. Like that's somebody's job, right? Like how much? Ain't 20,000 like a part time? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
some people
it's full time. I'm telling you, I'm at 93 per year, and it's hurting. It's hurting. They just went up another 1,000. Like.
Oh,
in Irvington it was 12,000.
What?
Nah,
no.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yo, you know, in Linden it was when I first was looking for a home. It was like 4,000 in Linden, bro. And Broadway is cheaper too. Broadway is cheaper. 4,000 is cheap.
So look, Mario, just so you know, Irvington is like the ghetto. Like it's probably like one good ass block.
Bro, I don't even know.
It's been a lot of developments though going on in Irvington.
Stop it, Doomy. I don't even know if they got a nice block. Bro, they still got gangs out there. Like the Crips is heavy in Irvington, bro. You want to be Crip, you go to Irvington.
And the same thing with like downtown Newark, man. They like, yo, it's gentrification.
Yeah, dude, I seen that.
Nah, that shit.
You crazy, man. Downtown Newark, like full of pill heads.
I'm sorry,
all you see
is
you
like could buy pills all day.
Percocet heads, Oxycontin, like, but the nasty looking ones, like. You know, like, you want to buy my script? Like,
bro, that's probably the stuff that's like made at home with like fentanyl and stuff.
Like, Broad and Market still look bad. Keep it G. Like, they made it look good.
Bad.
They made it look good, but the people there.
There's a building there with a Whole Foods underneath. The bathroom is locked. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
anybody could go in Whole Foods.
I'm going to be very careful when I say this because I know that the East Coast has some of the toughest hoods in the world. I know that some of the gangs there are very, very well structured, and they are not to be trifled with. But I'm going to say this, though, and with all due respect, the other day I saw a video, right, that popped up on my feed, and it was Crips in the Harlem area. No. I think it was the Bronx. Yeah, Queens. It was Queens. Yo, they were all getting down, and they had like the nicest playgrounds. Oh, okay, maybe it was then. Yo, they had the nicest playground in the back. Like, you could see like everything was just newly developed, and it looked so nice, bro. I was like, y'all are cripping over there? Like, what's going on over there? Like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. It looked so nice. It looked like a neighborhood in my area that is like, you know, like with pools and tennis courts and stuff. Like, they had brand new basketball courts. They had brand new fences. Like, the streets were freshly paved. I was like, man, that does not look like a hood where we got.
That wasn't Flatbush or Queens. So
hold on. Hey, Andre, do you go to the one on Bloomfield, babe? What's the name of the barbecue? I can't believe he said that. Yo, small world. He said,
I know what Dre. I seen Dre.
Dre said the only thing I go to North for
Brazilian Grill. Dre know what it is.
Yeah, but do he go to the Masters or do he go to the real spot on Roseville and fucking Bloomfield Ave, the best one in the build? Actually, it's not Roseville. It's not Roseville. It's not Roseville. It's like 7th Street or something like that. Is the Portuguese one?
Oh no! That's a Dominican spot.
Man,
I ain't
you're
Brazilian.
You're wilding, bro. You somewhere else with it.
I haven't gone that way in a while. I know the Master one on Bloomfield though.
Nah, I like Masters if you get the picadillo because they make the crazy picadillo with the shrimp in it. But listen, all right. So who's going to rap first, man? That's what we need to know, man. Who's ready to take these bars? I know Izzy is brave, so we ain't gotta ask him. But we got any newcomers stepping up today?
The only reason why I would say
first.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, yeah.
Damn,
y'all ready?
You going first?
Fuck that. I'm gonna go
first. Let's go, champ.
I gotta warm up, man. I just can't come out the green room like that.
That's what I'm saying. Let somebody hype you up. Let somebody open up. Like,
I got y'all. I got y'all to start it off.
Y'all gotta let me promote y'all,
man. It can't be you too seasoned, man. It can't be you.
Yeah, nah. We gonna open up with Izzy, man. Izzy, what up? You ready? No,
always ready.
Ooh. Wait, let me get him his clock.
He just threw that one at you, Cash. He said, "I'm always ready."
He get that minute. He get that minute to rip. No.
First of all, am I going after Cash or Sony?
Nah, you had an official battle scheduled with Sony according to your promoters, but you know that's what battle's about. You could drop balls for everybody in one.
You can't have a fight with me behind the scenes now, and then that opens up for
Yo, is it J&J Promotions? You got to get J&J Promotions on the line.
Sanyo, Sonny, Stony, no one call you Sony. Your name is Antonio, dude. Here's a hint. Go by Tony. You got slight skills, spitting on the Friday show for a while. But stick to the Monday show, man. We just call you Untitled. Someone across the street talking about a shotgun branded Charlo. J&J don't mess with baby guns. We not afraid to spar, though. I call my grenade launchers the Spinks brothers, Michael and Leon. I do you like R. Kelly. You what I call a peon. Working like champs with cannons, Cunningham on the USS. Treat you like Ronnie Shields on Eubank offers. We simply avoid that mess. You've been rapping a while, but your name nowhere to be found. I'm Jack Reese, man, you on the mat, and I gave you my 10 count. Like Joel Diaz's liquor supply, I got plenty in my stash. Keep your punch drunk lyrics, man. No one wants that trash. Until I quit this rap game, you will face continual strife. You, Tim Bradley, I'm 1 million angry Pacquiao fans. Make plans to change your life.
Damn!
My God!
Punchlines. Punchlines.
Bro. Yo, bell. Hit the bell. Hit the alarm.
Yo. My man.
Yo, do I go or does Sony go? Like Sony or what?
Sony. He went
Let
to
Sony go. Let Sony.
Oh, Sony got to go now. Cause that. Damn.
Sony on?
Yo, he got so good so fast. That's crazy.
Bro, he had some good ass punchlines in there.
He had some punchlines. We questioning his writing ability. Is it a team behind that?
Oh, so you scared? Yo, if you scared,
he wants a piss test.
Yo,
he wants a piss test after the fight.
He want a B sample.
Enrique,
in this, man.
Enrique, if you scared, say you scared. Talking about Izzy, they piss test and all that. Now you want to know is he getting ghost written?
Yo, is Sony
Is
battling him or am I battling him?
Nah, it's Sony battling him.
Step up for
Sony's
Sony.
here. Now you got to fall back so Sony can rap.
Yeah, man, let him go.
Yo, Enrique said that Izzy's bars on PEDs, bro.
Yo, Sony's here, fellas. Let him go. Sony, what it do, champ?
Oh my God, yo. Hey, you know what? I got mad love for Izzy, but if y'all thought that was fire, bro, you motherfuckers have probably never been to a camp out.
Well, let's hear it. Don't talk about
All
it.
right.
Be about it.
Yeah. Yo, Ness calls you Izzy. I'ma call you done like Kovalev. Fighting Canelo, you cooked out, get burnt on his grill. Now you backer than the Jaguar. Fucking with a man on the mission like Dubois. Your flow is bottomless like a fucking pit. Forever dropping but never landing. So take a seat and take a listen. Money made, not Mayweather, Mongia. Shots fired, written or unscripted. My next body is you. So holla at your manager. And just like Izzy, you could get your mic strangled. Mangled like roadkill. Swift like her. Get you hurt in this ring. My hand raised in victory. Poetry from Izzy more like Similac and nurseries. Baby steps. Midwest boxing. Ohio still slept on. Dude, we run boxing. And same with my brain. My it won't go. That's why I gotta beat your ass like Tyson Fury. You heard? Body Izzy shit like Louise in NYC. A new champ is here. You old news like phone booths. Knock out your grill like Earl flipping this car. Make a necklace out your tooth like a seal against Floyd. Flipping on your ass on some Telefimo Lopez. That Ohio
Sony, that's a minute and 20 there, champ. I mean, look, we're going to have to put it to the vote. I'm going to be real. It didn't get my attention.
Nah, you know. Look, he gave me the Golden Arms Wu-Tang kind of flow, but I was feeling it because you know me, I'm from the East, right? So I'm feeling it, but like I don't think he kept it close enough to boxing.
I didn't hear no punchlines. I ain't hear no punchlines.
I think what Izzy did, look, this is what Izzy did. What Izzy did is he presented a verse, whether you like his delivery or not, that could fit on some sort of beat. Look, so it was great. Listen, he's clearly got a rap voice and he clearly understands delivery, but the punchlines didn't add up.
Yo,
you gotta hear that. You
like
gotta have that da 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 da.
Yo, why I feel like we on the panel with a voice right now.
Me too. I was right. I feel that way. But Sony, I was gonna say Sony came hard real at first. I was like, oh, he about to body. But then he got kind of dragged out. His punches didn't have no power, man.
Punch placement. It
was all fury. It was all flurries. It was
flurries.
All
yes. It was
real
real like it was that Leo Santa Cruz. He was throwing a million punches, but towards the end, like they didn't have the same impact. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he had some bars. But the rhymes just didn't line up like on beat. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
and
it was great.
You got to give it to Izzy. I'm going to give it to Izzy because Izzy came hard and he just kept his pace, man. He boxed him, you know? He boxed him.
You know, I could see people giving it to Sony, you know, based off a lot of different things.
That's
but
why
listen,
they call you
here's the thing. For me,
man.
I like no. Listen. I'm giving just due because I respect everybody that gets in the ring. But the thing is for me, yo, my man's Izzy. That's my kind of bars. Like those are my kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Nah, Izzy is impressing me heavy. I gotta say because I'm still, you know, critical of his delivery. I know people don't like that.
Right.
But
he's gotten better though, right?
But he's showing. But he's showing. Let me finish real quick. I'm sorry. He is showing lyrical talent. No. Lyrical talent because he continues to implement on air stuff like interview stuff like
bro that untitled line
he's showing you lyrical talent so like I feel like the delivery will grow with the confidence and he'll pan out you know because he's talented.
That's where I'm trying to look. We got boxes to check, right? And maybe the delivery is one of those boxes we might not check for Izzy. But, you know, he just checked all the other boxes. Sony, in my opinion, he checked the box for the delivery. His flow, his delivery was hard. You know, I was feeling it.
Yeah.
again, the consistency of being able to stay within the boxing and the show and just kind of keeping it within that realm was impressive. You know what I'm saying? Because flowing, especially for a person that's spit out there, you know what I'm saying, and has done this before. Battle rapping, it's easy to just jump from like your shoes to your car to like your girl and all this other stuff. It's easy to flow into different areas, but when you keeping it within what we trying to do, boxing and the punchlines and all that, I had to give it to Izzy, man. I just had to give it to Izzy.
I think he earned his shot, bro. I think he earned his shot. I'm gonna go with Izzy on that one. It to me, I don't think it was. Listen, it was a very close battle. It really was. And honestly, I feel like if Sony would have came in a little tighter, there's no way he would have lost. His lines were there, the bars were there. You know what I mean? Like he didn't lack anything on my end, but Izzy had more on his end. You know what I'm saying? This was a battle of attrition, and 100% of Izzy's flow was on point. I feel like Sony gassed out just a little bit towards the end. You know what I mean? So they both went hard, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're gonna go back and we're gonna listen to it, and I promise you, both of them had lines that went over our heads. You know what I mean? Because I was listening to both of them, and I'm like, that was hard.
I ain't really understand that Untitled line. It was like I ain't really get that. I'm gonna have to listen.
He said, "Keep it on script." It's like Untitled. Like he was saying, like we go off script.
Right. It ain't land right.
I like it. I liked it. I think you.
That means I took it as you have no title.
Damn.
Damn.
Trenton
See, and
Jones.
that's what it's about, having interpretations. When you can spit a line and you have people thinking multiple things, that's called layers. That's
Eminem were
hell yeah. Eminem, perfect example.
Who next up? I hit the promoter. I guess they ran out of that last fight, man.
Well, who Sony signed to? He signed to J&J Promotions.
You try to sign? Look at Doomy trying to sign Sony.
I'm just saying,
he is with J&J, but I thought they had another fight. I remember they said they had another fight on the card.
Well, he said he was gonna have to get to them to make sure they were ready.
Must have been a no-show.
And Jay from Colorado, right?
Yeah,
must have been a no-show. So I guess that's it. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we could vote on it with the callers. But do you want
Enrique?
To spit? We could all spit real quick and then go to the callers.
I mean, if y'all spit, y'all leaving the door open for some of these callers to taking a shot at y'all.
Okay, then let's wait till the end.
Yo, my spit is so that y'all could come get me.
Ooh,
okay. Come get me.
Yo, he got the clap all day.
Huh?
I said you got the clap all day. Come on, man, Jay-Z, get your shit together.
Let's get a few votes in this here with the people say.
Why you keep souping us up? Either you ready to spit or you not.
I need the crowd to get deeper, man. Come on, man.
All right, man.
What you need to beat?
We gonna open up the lines, man. We gonna take it from the top today. We going to Sony. Talk to us, brother.
Yo, what's good, TBV?
Champ.
What up, champ?
Nothing much. Hey, I want to give props out there to Izzy on the nice battle. But my love for him is not going to change. But I cannot believe you guys are debating this. That's my guy. But you guys obviously didn't understand that I put a boxer in every line that I spit, and to say it was no punchlines, that's ridiculous. But yo, I'm gonna let the voice of the people be the voice. I ain't letting you hoes call that battle. I'm gonna let the people do it. If they say I lost it, I'm gonna take that like a man and I'm gonna flow. But I wanted to rip Mario a new one next week. But I'm gonna let the people decide. Holler.
Hey, it's not too late for that. Listen, the way these things gotta work is we gotta have our battles, and then callers that call in afterwards get to shoot their shot. We won't give them more than like 30 seconds to a minute, but that's like their amateur that's like their that's like their debut, right? So like I feel like Sony could come back next week with bars for Enrique or for me or whatever, and if it's so hot that people are like, whoa, we got to see that battle, like, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Izzy. If Izzy ends up losing this one, I mean, I know my man's smart enough to come back with lines to get himself right back in the rankings.
Yo, y'all ready for me, man?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready for me?
Yo, we ready.
You ready? Do me to hear this?
Yo, let's go, champ.
Let's go.
Bruh, just don't fuck up after you making us wait all this time.
Bruh, don't put the pressure on him like that.
Yo, he put
the pressure on me. My palms are sweaty right now,
like,
for real.
I just don't want him to be like. I don't want him to be like Izzy. Izzy did a stutter step. Like Izzy fucked up one of his words, and he had to like, double tap back.
That comes with the territory.
That comes with being a rookie. That comes with being a rookie. Floyd don't double step or none of that.
Come on, that's Floyd, man. You know the big lights. They say when the lights are on, it's different. You know what I mean?
The lights on you right now, Cash.
Oh my gosh, my delivery's gonna be different. You ready?
Ready.
He nervous. He nervous.
Like a Band-Aid, brother.
Mad nervous up in here. Ring walk in your ear. I electrify the room. Jab, I'm a spaz on her ass. It's my only way. Fuck Nesta Gibbs, critics on the delivery. I smash on the gas like I'm driving on Broadway. Crash on my Grant is your face. All swollen, boxing related. I could say a name. Go ahead, take your knee. I'm talking both J's. Is he real? Get intrigued by me. I bet my birthday I get the whole cake. I'm a finna lose all self-control, but you ain't finna raise your voice on me, especially on my podcast show. I'm on quarantine yelling, what up, though? Call me Wilder, body your ass, can't catch a case, though. So follow the wave and swallow the hate. I fucked your whole jaw, just pop it in place. Now your name is chasing. No more lames is hanging. Ain't no shame and shaming. No sugar in training. You want to eat the cookie, you famous anus? Know your name is tainted. The beef, I ate it. The claims you're paying. You a plaintiff, you guilty, laying on a canvas. Paint that picture. The judges ain't waiting for no arraignment. It's over. No need to count the 10 in the top ranked. I'm who's next. The jury said you did it. The payment is heinous. I'm the best Friday. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn, bro. Listen.
I ain't gonna
bars
front.
on top of bars.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. You almost had me ready to put. I promise you. I ain't even gonna front. At one point, I was like about to play it. The ending half had a little more. You did your thing a little there.
The syllables.
Delivery is always an issue, man. Delivery is always an issue, man. You went with the energy. I get it. But the delivery wasn't there because I promise you, it was a lot of that shit that needs to get cut out. It was the back half.
It got there, though. It got there.
Yo, you went full battle mode. Like, you went full Cash Weezy. And, like, I got no issue. I was actually, like I was getting into it a little bit because it was, like a painting. It was like a Picasso. You don't know what's going on, but you got to love it. You know what I'm saying?
No, he had a lot of bars, though. It was
so many. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no boxing. You ain't mentioned as much boxing as you should have.
Yeah, he just went rap. He went world rap.
There was definitely some boxing lines in there. Yo, basically he told a whole story about somebody getting in the ring with them and getting knocked out, and it turning into like a picture. Like it was like a story type of thing for me. And you're right, there wasn't a lot of metaphor punchlines with boxing related, but he still kept it on topic. And I loved the. Like, I'm flipping and ripping, them boys tipping and sipping. I ain't tripping and ripping. Like, I love that type of style.
It ain't sound like that.
He went Kendrick.
It ain't sound like that. I wish.
I thought it was clean.
Yo, Trenton Jones said, it's a no for me, dog. Cash. He said, Cash, you struggling with the ramen.
It was.
I was struggling with what?
With the ramen. Nah, I'm actually surveying. I'm actually surveying the landscape. I'm starting to feel like y'all not really good. Like, I could get in here and body all of y'all, man. Y'all.
Oh, you get confident.
I didn't even know. I thought
you ain't here now. Your name is tainted. The beef I ate it.
And I said,
come on, man.
No, Enrique, I said the later half, but honestly speaking, like, as a dude that truly loves music, I would have, if it wasn't Chew, I would have stopped a minute and 30 ago. Like, you the only dude got 3-minute rap. So
that was 3 minutes?
We had to get to like the second half of your shit. That was a 12-round fight with you. Izzy hit us with the Jack Reese a 10-count punchline, 4, 6, 7 bars in. Like, you got to be able to keep your audience. You went full Kanye, the Red album, that first song that's like 37 minutes long. That was you.
Took me on a Reading Rainbow bus.
He gave us Mario said, you gave a movie, but look, Kanye does that.
But in battle rap and like flow, that shit was good. It was good.
It was dope.
Let's see who's gonna grow some. You know what I mean?
Y'all want me to go real quick then?
You dying to get a world? Like, why you giving? Do Floyd
do
free pay-per-views?
Go ahead. My bad.
You're right. Pay-per-views.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. You're right. That's why you're the manager.
You can't look. Enrique just put himself out there. Honestly, I think Enrique and Antonio. He lost to Izzy, so he ain't lose yet. Officially, he ain't lose yet. But
yeah, we gotta go to the callers. The voice.
If he lose to Izzy, Izzy says, "Stop calling him Sonny Sony. Let me give you a hint. Your name should be Tony." So like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. When you memorable, when someone could recite your shit like something he said, "Wizard why but why?" I already gave you the Jack Reese 10 count. It's like you got it. Yes. If he ain't making you, I don't remember nothing but the tainted meat, and that's what I'm saying. You took too long. But let the callers decide. We going to Trey in the Bay. What you think?
Trey in the Bay.
You got to vote.
Unmute.
No vote for Trey in the Bay. We going to Info Joe. What up?
Yo, good morning, champs.
You got to vote, champ?
Morning.
This ain't your boxing call. This is going to be just your rapping call.
No, I ain't got no bars, man. I'm going to come body everybody, man, next Friday. Hey.
No. No, he's asking for the vote,
man.
though.
Yeah, I'm asking for your vote. And listen. I said this is not your boxing call. This is just your rapping call, meaning give me your vote for the winner of today's battle. Then I'll get back to you for your call on boxing.
I think it was a close round, man. I think it should go to round 2, man. My opinion.
Man, all right, we'll be back to you. That's your
vote.
But
they both say they ready for a second round. Izzy and Antonio.
I hear you. So you vote and draw. Okay. Right. J Mac, how you voting?
Man, come on, you know who we voting for.
J&J Promotions on the line.
J Mac, this is just your vote, not your call.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Hey, look, let me just say this right quick. All these nursery rhyme raps, attacks, and Izzy ball lines and stuff, man, that dude's throwing knockout punches. Y'all get it twisted because he goes slow, or you say you don't agree with his style or his flavor, but he's still giving them delivery balls, and every time he throwing, they're impactful. So you rather a guy that punch fast but don't land shit, or don't punch hard, or you rather a guy that punch slow and knock out everything he throw? My vote for Izzy. Oh, Sony, hey, look, in all respect to Sony came with it and stuff like that. It just, it didn't catch me. The lines didn't catch me. His punch lines didn't catch me. So I'm going with Izzy, but it's all respect to Sony and stuff like that.
He would vote for his fighter, right? Izzy is signed to J&J, so that was one J. Part time for the other J. Who are you voting for?
I ain't hit a battle. That's the one.
Oh man!
So you ain't even show up to your own fighter's fight. Oh man!
Yo, he can vote round 2 then. He can vote round 2
if he make it to round 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Look, I got a draw.
Oh man, your vote don't count. You already said
I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna count it.
Keem, what's your vote?
Chan.
Keem can't vote. King, who you voting for?
Hey, yo, Antonio is like Canelo. In his first fight, he went up against Mayweather, so he ain't really lose. He actually won, but my vote is for Izzy. And come back to me in my boxing call. I got some bars for y'all.
Nah, for sure. Bars, if you got your own bars, you mean like rap, you might as well spit that now, then we come back for your boxing in a bit.
All right, let me run it. Now, mind you, I just came up with this in the shower. There's no bullshit.
All good.
Let's go, champ.
All right. Yo, I got bars for everybody. I ain't got no friends. A lot of niggas don't like me. I'm like the...
Yo, you went out. But damn, that was a punchline. Come back. Your mic messed up. Start over. That was a dope punchline. I already heard it.
Yeah, start it over. I know. I heard it too. It was
I
dope.
know where it's going.
Bet. Yo, I got bars for everybody. I ain't got no friends. Niggas don't like me. I'm something like the Charlo twins. I could see your whiz and bag it online. I'm like Amir Khan and Mario No. I got the dimes. He got his wife took, supposedly by AJ. When it comes to this freestyle Friday shit, a lot of us don't play. Me, I'm off the top standing here in my drawers. I'm trying to smoke me a blunt and try to hit the bag, get up my paws, get up my squabble, talking about the border wars issue. Everybody on the call, when I don't hear y'all, I miss you. TBV familiar, TBV for life. This the way we do it. I'm dropping the mic.
I mean, it started
I
strong.
rhymed at the end when he dropped this shit.
It started strong. You know,
it was dope for. Listen, it was dope for off the top. It was dope for off the top.
Yeah. I would have really honestly tucked that Charlo line for some written shit. That Charlo line was. That's what I'm saying. When you can make a line memorable, you doing your thing. But that was a freestyle, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
that was a little debut.
He had that intensity with that line. Like you could tell he believed in that line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like
and that's what you got to do.
Like
you got to believe in those lines.
But look,
honestly, he gave you shower bars.
Mario, but you ain't even peeped, you ain't even peeped the homage he paid to you.
Yeah, I did. Yo, it was. I liked it.
Oh, I thought you ain't peeped that he like went into the Charlo line because you originated the Charlo line. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know.
Twin barrel.
You know what I'm saying? I like it though, but his was tight. Landlord, who you voting for? Landlord. All right, we gonna go to Intrigue.
Yeah, they both did good. But I got to give it to Izzy. Izzy had the punchlines.
All right, you got anything to say?
You know he don't.
Man, we can't even hear you. Bro.
Man, he. Oh man.
We can't even hear you over there on speaker. Stainless. What's your vote, champ?
Yo, y'all called me at work, so I gotta make it quick. I gotta go with Izzy, man. Sony got the better flow, but y'all gotta get them words together, man.
Word is
Izzy got a monstrous delivery. You know what I'm saying? And them punches is killing. That dude spit on every topic that we done had in the show this week, bruh. Not just like certain shit. Like that dude know what he doing. I keep telling y'all. That's the dark horse of this fucking division, man. Excuse my French. But I got to get back to work. Shout out to Sony, too, though, man. That was a good job, bro.
Yo, I caught that line.
What line?
Man, who just spit? Damn it.
Your man's,
yeah.
I mean, bro. King Amin of Essex.
Listen. I got to go back. No, I'm not going to say it because I think that freestyle line at the very end, if y'all go back and listen to it, I think he said something that I'm not going to repeat because I don't want to cause no beef. But, bro, I'm thinking that he said something crazy now. That was like, whoa, what a bar that was. I'm going to go back and listen to it right now. Honestly, I got to.
Yeah, I have no clue what he's talking about.
He's going back.
He's going over all our heads.
He's going
over all our heads.
He's going back to review the tape right now.
Yeah, I'm a
Stone Bone. Who you got?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Izzy on that, man. He was more. He did a stumble, but his content was a little bit higher. And I feel sorry for Izzy, man. He got one promoter calling him Slow Joe Joyce. And then the other promoter pulled an Oscar De La Hoya was in rehab while he was fighting.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I don't know, Izzy.
One dude ain't even show up to his fight, bro. Like,
Nah, but J-Mac
I
was
remember where
J-Mac was
Oscar was at in rehab when Canelo fought Mayweather. That's what he just
Yeah.
pulled. Where was you at? Look, where was you at, Janky promoter, J&J, Janky and Janky promoters? Where was you at when Izzy was doing his thing? I'll catch y'all in a minute.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yo, but I think J-Mac wasn't saying he was slow. Like I think he was trying to say like don't hate on him because his delivery is a little slower than most. Like I think he was actually saying he was paying him a compliment.
That's the part of the movie when you just be like, don't help me. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
He talking about, oh, don't hate on him because his delivery a little slower. Like, you basically saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But it's all good. You know, Izzy got the balls. That's what matters.
So far on the polls, Izzy is ahead.
Of course he is.
Yeah, 6-1 right now.
He is. Damn.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Unless it's this. Is this Juan and the BX? Did he even hear
Yeah,
it?
Juan and the BX. He was there.
Was you there to hear it, Juan?
Ah, shit, bro. Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
I definitely missed the fucking rap. I was about to rap myself, but I'm stuck at work doing some electricity right now, so I can't even hit y'all with some real bars because most of y'all niggas don't got skills except for little Mario brothers.
Oh, all right. Well, you know, get that rap together and come on back. I know you at work. Appreciate you using us to listen to. We're gonna come back around the line for the boxing calls.
After I spit, we'll let you come back on and apologize for saying there ain't no real bars.
Yeah, man. Throw them in the rap just for that. You know what I'm saying? We going out to Sony on his boxing call. Sony.
Yo.
Hey,
bruh. We was talking about the whole battle shit. I forgot about the topic. Can you hit me up with it again?
AJ Fury, unification, Saudi Arabia, step aside money for Wilder and Pulev, fantasy. But that, you know, obviously ESPN is reporting is really in negotiations.
Nah, that whole topic right there, bro, I can't even speak on that only because I do not respect the fact that everybody is thinking that Wilder's going to take step aside money. If he was going to do that, he wouldn't even throw a hint in there that he would. So just the whole notion of him doing that, I just don't see it. So the whole point is mute, you know. So, but I'm gonna let you guys get y'all show on. One Love TBD and good win Izzy on that. Mad respect.
All right, we got Caesar Vegas.
C's.
On once, twice, Trey in the Bay. Caesar, what up?
Hey, sorry, my bad, guys. I'm at work. Just listening.
All right. Trey in the Bay. Once, twice.
Damn.
Mr. Infojo.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Infojo.
presented by my brother.
Yo.
What up, Joe?
Hey, far as step aside, man, I wouldn't mind seeing it, man, if Wilder can for sure get a shot at the title, man. Whoever gets unified out of the AJ and Fury, though, I wouldn't mind it. At this time, he having surgery and all that shit, so go ahead and let him rest. Although I wanted to see that third rematch immediately, but in this case, take the step aside money, man. If the offer is good, if it's enough money, shit, heal yourself up and come back. That's all I got.
All right, Joe. Thanks for calling in. We got Izzy. Talk to us.
Hey, yeah. I kind of wondered if Wilder was talking about that bicep surgery, if that wasn't kind of a precursor to a potential step aside, but that's just my thought on that. Hey, I got lines for casual. I'm ready. I want to go figure out how to do that cash.
Cash.
Go
Cashy. Let the man go.
Casual, quit making excuses for your facial hair. Like when Nez talks about bantamweights, no one cares. You do know my rhymes will always be felt. Unlike when you showed Mauricio that nursery school belt. Don't want this. I always be hustling, like Mr. Provodnikov, but please just say rustling. On the names, man, you always mispronounce. Stepping in this ring with a Tiger King, you know that I will pounce. One thing to note, Casual, J&J doesn't run afoul. Be like Mark Breland, Enrique. Throw in that towel. At J&J Promotions, everyone know how we ride. Consider that $3 Patreon I throw your way and offer to step aside. What's on that website, man? $100 for a T-shirt? Be like AJ, call us chic and hide out in the desert. Written or not, everyone knows I go super hard. Trim that beard, Casual, while I hold my index cards.
Wow.
Damn!
Yo,
I'm coming
listen,
for you.
Listen.
Damn,
Yo, listen.
The ambulance alarm. I'm coming for you.
Yo, Mario, you was right. You seen the talent in Weber. And, verse after verse, he keeps showing the lyrical talent. It's crazy how fast he puts it together.
I just witnessed lyrical massacre right now.
Wow.
Lyrical massacre.
Enrique, and do us a favor. Don't just try. Go right. Don't just try to freestyle back. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
I could read my rhyme as a poem and it'll be applauded. Y'all just saying shit.
Now you looking for excuses why you ain't win. Chill, B. Chill.
Yo, my suit was heavy. Though. My suit was too heavy.
Bruh, it don't gotta be a battle. It don't gotta be a battle, bruh. He came at him.
But that's the thing, though. You get more credit. Your bars don't... Listen, I'm not saying his bars weren't good. They were amazing. But what I'm saying is you don't have to spit as well when you're directing it towards somebody.
Bruh.
When somebody else spit in general flow. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, they just came at his head right now.
Yeah, but that was in the press conference. You feel what I'm saying? He rushed the press conference and he said, "Give me my fight," but he didn't. They weren't in the ring, so it don't matter.
He said, "Yo, everybody knows something." He said about whether if it's freestyle or written. Bruh.
Hey, breaking news. Enrique's arms are heavy and palms are sweaty.
Man, that's the best you could come with, Doomy.
He's still in Eminem shit. Let me go to J Mac in New Orleans.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. What you want to bet on? You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, just to hear right. Wilder got another injury. I mean, is he recovering or something?
Well, he got the bicep injury that he's recovering from.
I didn't lost sense of the show. I'm strictly on this rap battle stuff, so excuse me if I jump over. Whatever makes sense, Wilder should do it. For as Mr. Stonebone, and that's just give me my time. If I got to go into both my calls or you got to add a counter on there, I don't care. Mr. Stonebone, stop addressing us. You ain't got nobody. Nobody ain't with you. You're a voice that's trying to be heard. Ever since Nestor put you out there on the show, you've been coattailing and trying to hang off of his jockstrap. Just get your own lane. Stay your own lane. Keep J&J out your mouth. For the record, Izzy was our first artist we signed, just to be clear. So all this, Mario's recognizing the talent. No, I been knew the dude had bars and stuff like that. And I just knew people like Nestor Gibbs going to be on here, work on your delivery and all that, man. Get out of here.
So why y'all ain't want to put him in with Mario?
No, you was talking to,
We gave him a shot. You wanted him to develop. You knew what I was saying was true. He wasn't ready.
Can I finish?
Exactly.
Can I finish?
Go for it.
You can finish lying.
You said initially after Stanley's got his butt whipped twice. Intrigue was supposed to be next because they had, you said Intrigue took step aside money. So I was trying to get Intrigue still his fight with Mario. Now you start changing the rules, and then you already admitted to that you moved the goalposts. So
Intrigue
we was
ain't
trying to
never
get Intrigue.
spit.
But you said Intrigue got a step aside
It don't
for
matter
saying this
what
in a
I
second.
say. It don't matter. It would matter was what the television networks want to pay for, and they ain't paying for an 0-0 fighter to get on their fucking TV.
Hey, look, and let me end with this. Sony, he did his thing. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Sony, he did his thing. It ain't no in-house thing and stuff. I'm straight up when it come down to this.
Now, I'm cutting you there. Hold on. I'm cutting you there. I know what you said. I just want to reiterate that was the full call and boomerang. You sure you want a counterpunch?
Yes.
I'm
yes.
gonna go for it.
All right, look, I want to say this, Sony, you did your thing and stuff like that, but like I said, it was about the punchlines. And just to clear it up, I didn't say Izzy is on his Joe Joyce. That's just more hating coming from a person that has nothing going on. He don't have nobody want to sign with him. He just want to get on the show and talk and be a part of it. I said his punchlines may come off at a different flow from most, but they effective when they land. So you got a guy that's punching slower than most, but still landing effective, and you feeling his power instead of a guy just spitting stuff, and you like, okay, is that? No, I don't know about that and stuff. That's all I was just trying to say. Is it the man? I've been telling me the man. That's my call. That's my counter.
Yo, let me tell you something. See, that's why Stone Bone is the caller of the year. You don't even get it. You don't even get when they fucking coming at you, bruh. What's wrong with him, y'all? Bruh, he called your analogy of Izzy, Joe Joyce, strictly showing you how talented it is as a caller, keeping it boxing. He's saying the way you said, because his delivery is a little slow and it might not appeal to most. So he came back and metaphored it for you. You saying you called Izzy's flow Joe Joyce. But you don't get that, man. Yo, Stone Bone caller of the fucking year, man. Put your votes in, man. Put your votes in. He doing shit going over people's head, man.
I said that. Where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Step it up, man. Step it up. JT, place to be.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, I didn't hear the bet. I was on the call, but I was sleeping, man, to be honest. So, listen, I mean, I really don't have too much to say on that. I got to go back and listen to it. Listen to it. I thought Sony was with us too, but Sony never signed that contract, so you might got you a free agent fight over there.
Oh, now he trying to. Yo, they dropped Sony from his contract.
Drop it.
Oh,
publicly.
Hold on, I think we got to get that confirmation from Sony. Sony never confirmed that he was with us.
Oh, man, bro.
He didn't like the offer. He didn't like the offer.
You know my time. Hold on. Don't get too excited. Y'all get excited like little girls over there. Calm down. Now, it's funny how Stainless pull a Durant, get his ass beat, and then hop over there and get signed over there. But I'm gonna leave that alone. When I found that out yesterday. But Mario, stop ducking Intrigue. And Intrigue just played that DuckTales rhyme for you. I'm the only one that caught it.
Who? Intrigue.
We don't exactly.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Intrigue.
Who's that?
Have
you heard him rap before?
Indeed? What do you say? Indeed? They got
Intrigue.
a fighter side named Indeed?
No, Indeed.com, where you can put your resume and get a job. Obviously, we're
looking for a job.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he wants to get signed over here. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if he want a career, he could be signed over here.
Look,
you know?
I'm gonna spit this 8 real quick because ain't nobody else going.
Another taste for Intrigue. Listen, you keep spitting, and he ain't done nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to live off your name. But you
Look.
right though. You right though. Wait. You know what? I mean, do it on an outro. Don't give people the
Okay.
opportunity.
All right.
Don't
All right.
give.
Cool.
We gonna boomerang everybody. You gonna end the show true A-side style, baby. True A-side. When everybody's looking at his peak, they gonna be
Okay.
waiting for you. What is he gonna say?
Yeah. The only reason why I wanted to go early is because I didn't have a lot of bars. Like I just wrote something real quick just to like get it kicking.
Matter of
But
fact,
you're right.
I know how good you are, man. Make sure you put something about intrigue in there. Izzy and his promoters getting a little bit too grown for their bridges. Put something about Izzy in there. You know what I'm saying? And even Joe was talking reckless. He talked reckless, talking about how he coming back on such and such day to get all you bums. Yo, I'm gonna go through some calls, rip a few of these dudes up, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand. We gotta make these dudes understand why you the A-side. Like we don't need the battle. We just put on closing event. We close the show down with Mario every day, and then every day you gotta go back home and be like, yeah, I gotta wait till tomorrow to get at Mario. Yeah. We going to King, Florida. What it do, champ?
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, Izzy Chico Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch the left and go to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go to work.
Yo, what's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, y'all. Hey, man, I don't know why my Skype wouldn't unmute to get my vote in, but I wanted to put a vote out there for Izzy. You know, listen, we got to stop with the madness about Izzy, his deliveries, this and that. And, I mean, bro, the bars are crazy. He's really got some of the best punchlines. Yeah, I'll do it in a minute. Hold on. I think Sonny was good flow, good rapper, but Izzy's bars was crazy, man. I think he deserves that title shot. We need to go ahead and get that campaign going.
What exactly do you mean by deserve a title? We offered it to him, like, and they didn't want it.
He didn't want it at that time. I think he needs it now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Y'all don't want to duck now that he's got a couple bodies on his record.
Now it would be considered ducking if the dude who turned down an offer wants an offer. You guys are funny.
Caleb Platt Canelo situation, man. You know
exactly. But you turned down the offer. You gonna have to wait till we send you a new offer.
Oh man, here you go, Ness. See, you know what, Ness? You got the promotion game down packed, though, bro. I give you that, man. You should have been a salesman, honestly, bro. You could talk your way around some shit. But man, I didn't get to hear the show really this morning too much. When I jumped on, y'all was talking about them crazy property taxes and stuff y'all pay up north. Listen, man, come to Florida, bro. My property taxes are $2,000 a year.
I know.
Wow. Gas is like, and my house is worth like $205,000, which down here is pretty good. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's not a little bit either. You know, so I'm pretty sure your house up there is probably worth like fucking $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, because houses up there are crazy expensive. You know, you could sell that and buy a house for $250,000
I've been trying to convince my girl for 2 years.
Come on, man. You could turn your garage into a podcast studio because you're gonna get a 2-car garage down here.
Listen to me. You preaching to the choir. I've been trying to convince my girl for 2 years.
You be doing the show from the beach every day, Ness. Come on, man.
I know.
With your blunt in the morning on the beach.
Yo, listen.
With your coffee. Come on, bro.
I know.
No state taxes down here. You could be pocketing so much money.
After
you
the
talking about going to
jump
Canada
in the
to make
pool.
money. Come on, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Good show, y'all. Great rap battle. Izzy versus Mario, man. That's what we need.
Yo, after the show, jump in the pool. You know what I mean? Bulldogs running in that thick-bladed Everglades grass out there. You feel me? Dog, your dream is my dream. We going to Atlanta.
Hell no. He mad because I get the better fights. He mad because they still like me more. He mad because I got better numbers. He mad because he can't beat Keith Thurman. That's why he mad. Hell no.
So once when I get on that stage and I come at you, better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. I'm telling you.
Hey, the whole conversation for me, man, was pointless because I don't feel like Wilder is gonna take no step aside money. He about to go and get redeem his loss, man. That's all that's on his mind. You know, your name means more than money. That's something that I'm trying to explain to No Smoke Mario. Your name means more than money, man. And Mario, I got a doctor that can probably prescribe you some more testosterone because you're gonna need it to grow some balls.
Whoa.
Another call wasted instead of a rap. Like, why he don't take his shots in the form of a rap?
I mean, he could have just rhymed that last part. Like, it was kind of like a bar anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that was clever enough that if he just had a setup, it would have been like, whoa.
Why he don't never
I don't
take his
get him,
shots
man.
in the form of a rap? I'm going to tell you why. Because Intrigue really whack. Just saying, man. We going out to Keem. We went to Keem, so we got to go to... Oh, we had lost. I mean, that's what happened. All right. We going to Sid, Orlando. What up? Majid. Man, you got me all confused.
What up, man?
What up?
Not much. Everybody need to like the video. I guess I just call about the topic or whatever. I feel like it ain't realistic about no step aside if they ain't guaranteeing no fight, you know, afterwards. But I don't think Wilder gonna take that shit in no way, shape, or form. But I would be interested for you to try to get him on the phone, you know, so he can answer these questions or at least tell us what he think about it. You know, maybe we get it, maybe we don't, but that's all I got, man.
All right. We got Counterpunch from Sony. What up?
Yo, I got, hey man, y'all shitting on my name right now. Hey yo, first off, the J&J Promotions, bro, much love to y'all. Ness trying to fuck y'all up. I remember when you guys sent me that offer, but I ain't know shit about it. That's why I made Info Joe my advisor. So Ness shitting on y'all right there, but I got y'all back, so don't even worry about it. And Mario, stop ducking Izzy. Ness, let your boy out the cage so Izzy can rattle his ass. Peace.
Bruh. Izzy this,
Man.
Izzy that. Can he really rap, man? Come on, bruh. Like, let him build his name.
It's like, yo, it is typical boxing fans, man. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, they getting fickle.
Izzy's the it guy right now because he spit like I haven't done nothing.
Like you
it's
ain't
all
next.
right though.
Like you ain't next. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. Izzy could get it. I'll let my manager set this up.
Bruh, but we offered him the shot. We gonna have to offer him another shot. Is he really gonna take it, or he's just using your name to get clout again?
Oh, you think he's not gonna take it, or you think his promotion? You think J&J aren't gonna put him in there to so that they don't ruin their cash cow?
Bruh, J&T and J Mac, I both asked them, did they want to do you and Izzy today? And they was afraid. They were like, nah, that ain't what we doing. They wanted to do Sony.
Are we working? Maybe we just gonna have to work this up to a championship fight. You know, do a 3-round battle. This is like
Doggy, 3-round battle. Like, listen, this is boxing. If I knock you out in the first, what the hell am I going 3 rounds for?
No, I'm saying Izzy versus Mario.
Exactly.
I'll tell you right now.
Exactly.
I'll tell you right now. I will be prepared to go 3, and if everybody say that we go 3, that's fine. But I want my first round knockout. I didn't get it against Stainless.
Bruh.
You know, that people wanted a second round, so we gave them a second round.
Because that's why people are cheating on their vote, and they just want to hear more rap. But if you body somebody, you body somebody, man. Talking about, let him get another shot. That ain't how it work, man. You got to move on. You ain't good enough. You got to go. But let me get to some other callers. Going out the New Jersey zone.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo, fellas, give me 1 second.
All right. King on me.
Here we go.
Yo, that's Steve.
Yo, this the point out. Y'all got me on mute, or we good?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah. Listen, this is the point I was trying to make yesterday. I was fumbling and bumbling. And Ness and Mario, all y'all pretty much said it. We come from an era, because this coincides with this step aside shit. We come from an era where there was nothing wrong with building a fighter. There's nothing wrong. If a fighter lose, there's nothing wrong with him taking a tune-up. I know a couple shows back we went through the definition of a tune-up. You know, you need those shit to be built like that. So as far as I'm concerned, where do you get paid to not take punches, and that's your job? You a fighter. It almost don't matter. If it was $5 million step aside money, you got to take $5 million to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Take that step aside, and hopefully he get the winner of AJ and Fury, because Wilder wouldn't even have no other fights left unless he would get the winner of like a Ruiz, Dillian White. So good show so far, fellas. I love this rap shit. Yeah, I'm out, man.
Thanks.
Yo,
Vestix.
The fact that people out here that never have advised anyone to the level of greatness that I have are trying to even insinuate that I'm holding Mario back. How could I hold you back from a big fight that isn't a big fight? Izzy's a bigger fight than people that don't have records. Like, what the hell?
That fight's becoming a bigger fight with every single call this man has. He is not wasting a single moment of airtime when it comes to establishing his name.
Dog, some people are Shannon Briggs, other people are, Deontay Wilder, and get the job done. Sometimes.
Great analogy.
Steve in Chicago, talk to me.
Yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, my thing, I'm talking about the topic now. I don't think, you think there's enough money to pay Wilder and Pulev step aside, and to pay AJ and Fury. You think there's enough money to cover all four of them?
I don't think that. I think that that's the first thing that needs to happen before we could take this report seriously. They need to show us that they can come up with a large enough sum to pay both Wilder and Pulev to step aside. That's the first hurdle.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it posted in the chat. Vegas, they're talking about doing like thermal imaging and opening up casinos. So don't be surprised if Vegas wants to get in on holding an event.
Oh,
they got the money over there.
I watched an interview with the governor that says, look, they're opening up the casinos. It's up to the casinos to practice safe social distancing. Like, listen, the mayor wants their money, man.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
You got to think about the amount of employees that work at the hotel that were sent home on furlough. All the maids, all the bellhops, chefs, so many people that it's unnecessary. Everybody that plays at a table, all the dealers, everything, like, you know what I mean? So everyone's hemorrhaging right now, man. They have to find solutions, even if they're not 100% solutions. They're gonna trick the masses into believing that it's safe because they need those dollars. This is huge. It's funny that in my lifetime I've been able to live through the Great Depression, right?
No, 1929.
Well, the 2009 one.
That was the Great Recession.
Recession. Okay. Shout out the Young Jeezy's album. Nah, so it's like, I went through that, and now this. It's insane that because this is how hurting the economy drastically.
Yo, the bars and club industry.
Dog. Bruh, I think about it on a lower level. I think about the amount of strippers that are done right now. What's going on with them right now?
Bro, OnlyFans. That's what's going on.
Backpage.
Bruh.
No, that ain't even a thing no more, right?
Yo.
I whatever.
Don't know.
It's fans only.
Bruh,
yeah,
OnlyFans. What about the bouncers, right? And the bartenders and the bottle girls? Like,
they done.
Out of a job.
They got fans only too, the girls.
Bro, you heard the Dream got a fans only.
Who?
The Dream, the rapper, the producer, he got a
fan.
Yeah.
Why though?
What's he taking pictures of?
I mean, on Breakfast Club they said it's gonna be sexual too, but I don't know what is gonna.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's probably like one sex post, and he gets like $1 million.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
that's it.
yo,
He's in and out.
if Adrian Broner was not lying, if it wasn't edited or Photoshop, the screenshot of him receiving his stimulus check also showed he received like $1,000 from OnlyFans.
Bro, that's crazy because look, at the end of the day, you're talking about people that don't need to do that. Like the
Yeah.
Dream has so much money. Yo, like whatever you think about him as an
Well,
artist,
not
which he was dope,
necessarily.
he's produced so
No,
much.
Mario, not necessarily. What the Dream is doing is cutting out the middleman, though.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what he's
essentially,
doing.
OnlyFans is direct money to him, and he's gonna give you. Because for you to be small-minded and think that he's only gonna do something sexual,
That's a good point.
It's probably gonna
You're
be a
right.
sexual music video. You know,
That's
Yeah,
a
it could
good
be a
point. You're
music
right.
Video.
It might not even be one.
It could be
Yeah,
a
it might not
rated
even be him. It
R.
might be a bunch of girls.
It
like, you know what I'm
is. It
saying?
is. It
Yeah,
could
that's
be
a
a
good
rated
point.
R. A rated R. Remember back in the day, yo, when Nelly was at his
BET
prime,
Uncut.
bro. When Nelly was at his prime is when Tip Drill was out. And back in
Yep.
the day, you could watch that shit on
Drill.
TV.
On BET Uncut,
Bruh,
bro.
Nelly
remember?
videos was
Midnight.
like Nelly videos was like Red Tube, dog. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, you're right. You're right. Yo, I used to get down on BET Uncut. Yo, I would listen. They would have Tip Drill on there. Then they have what was that man? There was this rapper. He was from the East Coast. He had that song White Girl. Y'all remember that
I
track?
remember that, man. Some light skinned dude with a
Yeah,
fro.
it was a light skinned dude. Yeah, he was. That song was a jam. I know it was.
I don't remember that.
Nah,
I
that
know
shit
it
was
was
whack
a
as hell,
remake.
but it,
You know,
he
I'm
made
about
money.
to do a fans only page right now, man. Fuck
do it,
that.
bro. They'll pay.
Get your thing. Get your hustle on. We going. Didn't Stainless? We went to Stainless. Stainless. We ain't go to Stainless. I ain't play that beat.
Yeah,
right?
we went once, but not twice.
Yo, hold up. Mario spit yet, man?
Nah, man. Well, you closed the show with Mario.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
He was at work earlier, so.
True.
Yeah, I'm at work, man, but I just wanted to hear that intro.
Me too, though. Me too, though.
Hey, good looking, man.
Stone Bone, talk to us.
What up? What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. I don't think Wilder could. Only way it could be possible is if he make an agreement with Mauricio that if the winner don't fight him, that they will strip the WBC, and then I mean that's the only way I could see that happening because I wouldn't trust a deal with Eddie Hearn or a deal with Bob Arum to fight again. But they did finally do the rematch after Fury got 2 fights. So, I mean, you never know what can happen. And I hope that Mario and Charlo, I hope you don't have to J Rock or Erickson Lubin Izzy, man. I hope he be ready when he get there, man. I hope it's not a situation where the young guy gets some fame and somebody starts saying he ducking, then you get in there and get uppercutted and knocked out. And to Marnello, why don't worry about Triple N? Intrigued and nobody, not credible. You know what I mean? He's not credible. He's just chasing your name like Triple G did Canelo, riding your wave, scared to fight anybody. He's just trying to get the big slot against Mario. So Marnello, just stay in the cut. Don't worry about Triple N. Intrigued and nobody, not credible. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the morning.
Yo,
and I'm gonna
Body.
return that favor by saying, don't worry about people coming at you and worry about returning bars because I got you. I got you. All right. I'm gonna get that get back for you. I'm gonna get so much get back. I can start divvying it up. Like who needs get back? Let me get it for y'all. And then I get that get back and I'll start handing it out.
I need some. I don't like the way J-Mac talked to me. I need some. Put him in the verse, man. Put him in the verse. Off with his head, man. Off with his head, man. I want him out of here. TJ, what up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I had Izzy win. But Wilder ain't taking that step aside money, man. It's not happening.
I mean, all depend how much it is, though, champ. Keep it real.
It got to be 20. It got to be 20 mil. Like
I
it got to be 20
mean,
mil,
that's what you
15 mil. That's the
saying.
only way.
That's what you saying now. But the truth is, he got 25 to fight. You think he ain't taking 10 not to?
I mean, if you go by the claims where they were saying he getting 150 and 150 to fight in Saudi Arabia, they can give him 25.
Now, well, I ain't see that. I mean, I seen that a long time ago, and I also heard John Fury say that they need to come up with that type of money. But no,
Right.
I didn't see anything official about that. But yeah, I find it far fetched that you're gonna get 50 million, which is double what you got paid to fight. Like you reaching now.
No, no, no. I'm saying that they were saying what they were saying a long time ago that each one of them could get 150 to go to Saudi Arabia. So you got to give Wilder like 25 mil just to sit down. You
Bruh,
know what I'm
he
saying?
got
'Cause
he
you
got
messing up
20.
his bag.
He got his biggest payday to fight. They're not gonna give him this equal pay to not fight. Only if, like you said, only if it's that many millions, brother. Only if them, like Bob Arum said, if they willing to pump some more oil, brother.
Absolutely. Well, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, champ. Thanks for always joining. Yeah, man. Boomerang, J Matt.
Uh-oh. Mac attack.
Yo, let me clear something up.
Oh
Ness,
shit.
nothing went over my head with Stonebone and his little P-line ass quotes and what have you. Stonebone is he's still trying to get a nut. He's still trying to get in on this and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna even respond to him and shit like that. I was clearing up
You just
something you
responded to
said.
him.
Nah, but I have to though, cause you put it out there afterwards and saying that I'm missing what he said. So I'm addressing you what you said that I missed to clear it up. Next thing, next we gotta get some guidelines to the thing, cause you playing, but you the manager and the promoter. You doing some janky business over there.
How
You
so?
you saying what? I'm how so? Cause you saying a guy is next up, and then you changing it because you feel like the guy. You didn't take a vote. You didn't say what the crowd
He
want to see,
never
who they
fought.
want to see.
He never fought, so we can't give him a shot. It's just simple as that. It's
Hey,
boxing rules.
it's Nest boxing rules, Nest management, boxing
I
promotions, and
mean,
everything just goes to your teeth.
did you see Lomachenko get a shot at Orlando Salido, or did the sanctioning bodies make him get ranked? We just can't give you a title shot. That's not how boxing works. In its essence, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I know you want it to get a shot for your guy so you could get like a Manager of the Year award or some fake shit like that. But the truth of the matter is, if you haven't fought, how the fuck are you ranked? And if you're not ranked, how could you get a shot? You want to create a shot for him, but you doing your job, man. You being his mouthpiece, but you know it ain't gonna fly.
BoxingWords.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo, what up? What up? Good morning, TBV.
10 seconds.
Supermax. What up?
How am I sounding right now? How am I coming through?
Man, real crystal clear.
All right, cool. No, man, personally, Ness, like I told you in the chat, man, I think if you're Wilder, especially healing up that bicep, you take the step aside because I think that's your best shot at getting undisputed, like almost guaranteeing it as long as Fury can, which I think Fury could beat AJ, because I think if you lose to Fury again, if you're Wilder, which, I mean, let's be real at this point, it's a very real possibility. If you lose to Fury again, you're automatically off that Fury train. Then if Fury goes on to beat AJ and fights another 1 or 2 fights, it's a long path back to the title. And I say deal can be done, step aside, and take that first shot at Fury for all the belts. You know what I mean? But that's my call. Y'all have a good one, fellas.
All right, champ. Mario, 210 over there?
210. What's that, Texas?
I got you. Yeah, San Antonio. And that is...
We're going to Intrigue. Let's go to Brandon. What up?
What's going on with you fellas, man? Yeah,
What up?
I don't want.
Yeah, I don't want much, man. I just want to give a shout out to all the parents stuck in the house, forced to do this fucking homework with these kids, man. I'm about ready to let my son drop out of the 4th grade. Fuck with this shit.
Yeah, more power.
Yo, I just finished.
Newfound
I'm doing the same, man. That's
Newfound
funny.
I got newfound respect for these teachers, but I agree with Supermax, man. It'd be smart for Wilder to take the step aside money coming off the injury. Then he's saying, he's cleaning out what do you say, all the snakes out his grass, so it's looking like he's gonna be working with like a new team or some new people. You don't want to, start first with a new team going into a big fight like that. So if he did take step aside money, I wouldn't hate on it.
AJ did it.
The only thing is, man, this ain't gonna be no one-off. This is undisputed, so this shit could go for 2, maybe 3 fights. So how long is this shit gonna take before Wilder can get back?
Hell yeah, they gonna want to throw a rematch clause in there. You absolutely right.
Yo, Ness, that 210, that's the number, if you don't remember the other day where he was having problems with his mic. So you went back to him and he still had problems. So we had his number down, but we never got his name because he was having issues.
San Antonio, what up?
Hello, Ness. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's your name, brother?
I called a couple weeks ago. Y'all got my name down, but I guess y'all didn't put it down. James Valdez.
James Valdez. All right. Nah, man, Mario's horrible with keeping the names. He lies to me all the time.
Nah, that's my girl. I gave her that one, and she did the other one too.
Lies. I told
I'm
you
gonna have to yell at my wife.
It hasn't been updated.
Hey, man. Nah, I just want to let you know that I'm the one that inboxed you too. That I became a Patreon today on May 1st because I didn't want to jump it in the middle month last month. So I just did the Patreon right now. I can't keep up with you guys. You guys put out too much stuff, so I've been behind, but I'm trying to catch up. And I just look forward to listening more often, calling in more often, and I respect you guys.
Appreciate it, James. Listen, man, any more questions you have, keep inboxing me. I know, there's going to be a learning curve with Patreon, trying to figure out how to access the videos and how to get the notifications. I'm actually going through that right now with the Border Wars chat. People don't know how to access the link. For starters, guys, I always put the link in the description. You can simply just copy paste it, put it into your browser, and it should open into your respected YouTube app. For whatever reason, some guys are having issues. You can also click at the top of the player. That allows it to go straight into YouTube as well. But I did put out a post, showing how to get to the daily shows and the live chat. So, watch it in slow-mo if you guys need to. And any questions, hit me up on Instagram, NestGTO. I always say Instagram because I can send you a voice text rather than just texting, you know what I mean? Or emailing, which is going to take me way longer to do, and I can just hold that button down, give you an answer, send you on your way. And if you got something, you could send that question right back at me. All right. So we went to J-Mac on a boomerang and Stainless on the boomerang. Intrigue boomerang.
Yeah. Was that Dunbone that called in earlier talking about don't give me a shot? I know why he called in, because he know I got all them butt lines I'm going to have when I come and slay Mario. But that probably never going to happen.
Yeah,
And
Shannon Briggs. You Shannon Briggs, man.
Y'all wonder why I never rap? Y'all wonder why I never rap? Because I'm the A-side. I do what I want to do. And I make y'all rap. Mario over there rapping, writing bars about me right now, but I'm a nobody. No smoke Mario. We all see you. We don't believe you.
Yeah, man, I hear you, Shannon Briggs. That's all I see.
Yo,
man.
that's what happens to fighters that price themselves out, that have delusions of who the A side is. Like, that's what happens. Like, man, you pricing yourself out. Like, you got to accept the fact that you're the B side. Get some bars on air. I'm not fronting. See, that's the thing, is I'm gonna keep it real. The one time you spit, I was like, whoa. He's got some fire. Like, he's not bad. So I keep it real with you.
Bruh,
the
you
thing
just
is I don't even remember when or where that was. Like, bro, I don't remember. We've had you on. You listen. You've been on air probably like an hour since then. Like in terms of adding everything up, and you have 0 bars to account for. So can't be the A side if you don't perform.
He wants a Shannon Briggs shot, man. I made enough noise. I deserve this. I deserve that. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You know, like, step it up, man, if you're going to step it up. I think J-Mac wants a boomer, excuse me. Yep. J-Mac wants a counter punch. Talk to me, J-Mac.
Yo, no, it's best you just let your big mouth manager or whatever he is for you keep talking, because you just said you heard the man spit one time, and then in the same sentence you said he ain't got no balls, and you in the same sentence you said you heard him spitting, you say he good. So that sounds like a duck to me. If you hear somebody flow and you say they good, that means your ass is running scared. So you come whatever your little punchlines, Ness got you, or y'all then got together and say you say this, you say that, and shit like that. Man, you been ducking Intrigue. Intrigue been on your ass. Now he won his matchup. He is A side. You Ness just running these games on this show right now, and he ain't playing by the rules. But we gonna have that 9 to 5 meeting, and you gonna put some respect on J&J promotion. That's my boomerang.
Bro, I seen Victor Ortiz fight
that was
a
your
long time
counterpunch,
ago,
you mean, your counterpunch
and just because I saw him do something good a long time ago doesn't mean he's earned a shot at Crawford or Spence or something like that. Come on, man, you know the game, you know boxing. What you know way too much about boxing to think that what you said made sense.
Put some respect on J&J Promotions.
Yeah,
he said.
I don't know what he's talking about. Like, you got to get a fight, man. And if Mario wants to treat him like a tune-up and get shit for it, that's on him. I'm his advisor. I'm advising him not to fight nobody. It's just simple as that. Izzy's the bigger name. Izzy's made a name for himself.
And here's the thing. Look, if it were up to me only, I would have been the first one to spit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man advised me, yo, if you are the main attraction, then be the main attraction. Like, my mind don't work like that. I'm just thinking about bars. Like, that's it. I'm like, oh, man, Izzy said this. I'm going to get him. Yo, Intrigue said this. Not even Intrigue. Indeed, or whoever said something like, I'm going at it like that.
The floor is yours. We done with everybody. It's just you to close it out, man. Real rap.
Yo, look. Oh man.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Look, this rap stuff can get real. This ain't made for people trying to bluff. You say you ain't looking for trouble, then close your eyes until my time is up. I'll invite you to my town for the battle, and you'll have the chance to sightsee, but it's hard to see the sights when you're in the back of an ambulance. Treat your neck like your words. You're going to get stepped on. I don't know what you heard, but you're going to get wrecked on. Keep on saying I'm a nerd, but even Urkel had a few shows being Stefan. Intrigue think he can beat me, but I doubt you, punk. Please write some rhymes. I'll lend you my pen and pay for your counterpunch. I will defend, twist and bend my words until they offend my opponents. I'll let you know it, but I'm about my ends. So when does racking W's back to back start to look like I'm stacking M's? Gunplay or wordplay? I'll let you choose it. Man, I'll let this thing loose, kid. I'm treating these rap cats like bitches and they saying I'm abusive. And when I put that piece in the air, it's not because I'm chunking deuces. And look, I'm on my Enrique shit. I stay on the set shooting. Respect to all the fallen rappers. It's plenty of love. In fact, Casual dropping new shirts with my opponent's faces that say in memory of. As for J&J Promotions, your whole stable soon to die. You bitches stay crying in Ness's feet the entire show. I call you Luna and Sky. But I can't knock your hustle. Y'all holding it down. But you ain't promoting battles with me, clown. Damn, I messed that up. I'm gonna run that back. Look, but I can't knock your hustle. Y'all holding it down, but you ain't promoting battles with me. You're promoting funerals now. I wrote that last line.
Damn, yo.
I'm gonna follow up.
Uh-oh. No,
my name worth
yo, did you write this?
What?
Did you write this? Because we got a counterpunch.
My name worth more. Stop, man. Let me go. My name worth more. All these dudes chasing my clout make me dizzy. You know you must say your name Weber. came at me. I said, who is he? They said, yeah, his name is Izzy. No, I'm asking who is he? Bro, who are you? I'm too busy. You punch drunk and there's no split. You getting a tipsy.
Oh,
go ahead and like a hustle like Nipsey. Call J and J Mac. You get fucked up. I had to censor myself because I'm a 5th grade teacher and a 9th grade teacher on my day off.
Damn. I didn't get that last punchline, but I hear you. Counter punch for intrigue. What up? 45 seconds on the counter.
45 seconds. Yo, did Mario just say, I ain't even gonna respond to that rap, Did Mario just say that, no, first off, Ness, you just said that you can't make Mario do nothing, right? And then Mario just came behind you and said, well, if it was up to him, he would do it, but Ness told him not to. Which one is it? Y'all definitely do. Yeah, you did say that. This is definitely a good representation of Top Duck Promotion. That's the name of y'all promotion company, Top Duck. Y'all do some DuckTales. This episode like 3 of DuckTales.
You done? You done? Okay, he's done. So it's Friday, right? Ain't today Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. He counterpunched?
I think so.
I think so.
Mario mentioned him in his rap?
I think he threw him in there.
Okay. So this is Callum Smith, received an offer, and I don't know what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't want to fight. He called in to talk again. Like, J&J Promotions allegedly represent this dude. They really need to freaking check. Did they ever receive a demo? Are they sure that he raps? Or is he just a hype man with a mic that talks? I don't know.
Yo, he like Andrade right now at the Charlo fight. They ran into each other in the back right now.
I don't know, but it's over, man. We out. Go ahead.
At Martin Mugia on Instagram, at Martin Mugia on Twitter. All I'm gonna say is, look, if they're saying that I'm trying to catch Izzy early, Canelo Mayweather style, then I'm gonna leave it up to him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it up to Ness to negotiate that thing and see what he wants to do. But at the end of the day, that's on the rapper.
Izzy don't want no shot at you. Look, it's ducking when you let your manager represent you. When you let your team represent you, they call you a duck. When Izzy let J&J duck the verbal contract we did live on the show for him to face you today, he said, I'm running with my team. They my representation. So how is it ducking today? Like, when Izzy's ready, he'll let us know. He obviously
Izzy got
wasn't
casual
ready.
problems.
I mean, Casual need the right. You was doing
Casual's like, he hot right now, but he mixtape hot. He getting more.
Got it right. He got it right, man. He got it right.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I'm not fighting once a year. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
But this is what I'm saying. You could do what you did. You could do what you did every Friday.
I feel you.
Give it to everybody, because you see, Intrigue chose. He said, "I'm not even gonna pay attention to that." Why? Because he don't want no problems. He don't want no problems. He got to go now, and he's gonna listen to your shit for the next fucking 7 days to rewrite something. That's what. Why else would you not take a shot right now? That's like you out in the street with your girl. They just opened up. We fresh off COVID. You trying to go to the movies. Homeboy slide in your seat. You and your girl just standing there. You better do something.
And I'm gonna give a warning out, my man. Listen, I'm not even gonna say his name no more. Until he spits, he don't have a name on this show for me. Until he spit again, I don't know who he is. I don't know what his name is. I think he's missing. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this. All right, I wrote literally 4 to 6 bars for the show just to warm up. I really thought I was gonna come in, get it started. Sometimes people are a little nervous to spit first, so I was like, I'll come in, I'll spit first. Everything I wrote, I just specific. It was on the spot, maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. Give me 7 days, Mr. I'm just gonna call you in. You lost the tree, because I ain't interested. So I just say in. This man, you give me 7 days, bro. I'm not even worried about losing. I'm worried about losing you as a caller. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't. I don't. Then you know what? That's it. That's all I'm saying. Izzy's real competition. Izzy's real competition.
Bruh, Izzy got a resume. He's at least rapping. Let me get to JT on a counterpunch, man. Hopefully he's trying to negotiate something.
Oh damn!
Listen. All I hear is Mario is like a little puppet over there. He about to give good credit to Intrigue, and Ness jumped in and changed his word. What you pimping him over there, my Ness or something like that? The man can't talk at his own conference. Every time he about to say something, you over there tapping him underneath the table, man. Let that man talk.
Can you talk about making a fight?
No, over here in J&J Promotions, Israel got a voice, Intrigue got a voice, Info, everybody got a voice over here, man. We not pimping him out
got
like
a
that.
voice.
Izzy got a voice
So
over
why
here,
he ain't
man.
take the fight? Why he ain't take the fight?
Man, listen, because Intrigue was supposed to take the fight. Y'all backed out on y'all.
So why Intrigue ain't take the fight? He just got called out in the real rap. My man nothing. He nothing. He's nobody. He's nobody. Come on. I mean, what he need more? He need another 7 days? That's what he's saying? Like, he here, right? Counterpunch number 2, Intrigue.
Man, Mario, no, I give you respect on this. I see why you signed with old Eddie Hearn. He's a good promoter, boy. He gonna keep you out of trouble. You talking about
Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. Why you talking?
Now, the only reason you don't want to battle Intrigue because Ness gonna X your ass. You won't be on the show no more. You gonna have to ghost your ass, and you don't want to lose another co-host.
We can't even hear you with your bad background noise. That's all I know.
Yo,
Bad background.
he all right. Yo, listen. All right. I'm not gonna see. This is his problem. He keeps saying clever things. He's clearly witty. Put him in a rhyme. Like, why would you waste that line you just said? That was a good line. Like, that was a good. Listen, that's the way my mind works. I think of bars. Like, oh, that would make a good bar. Yo, you're right. It's sad that I do give you credit on something you did like way back when, and it's sad that I keep trying to find things to say about you, to like even try to give you the confidence to come and spit, to build this thing, and you're not taking it. I keep throwing you the ball to shoot, and you keep passing it back. I'm like, whoa, what's he doing?
He don't want to fight. Like, how many offers you gotta send him? You put him in the rap. Like, what more you want? He don't want a shot. JT called in here to talk about all this like today's not Friday. We going on 4 hours over here waiting for somebody to grow some fucking balls. It's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? Like, what more y'all want? Mario opened up for him. What?
Forfeit.
Supermex just said, give Intrigue my boomerang. If he don't spit, it's a forfeit.
Look at him. He don't want it. He ain't gonna spit, bruh. The dude is all talk. Shannon Briggs. Briggs. Shannon, let's go, champ. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I'm stalking Vlad. You ain't the champ. I'm the champ. But when he fought? When the last time he fought? When the last time he won? Come on, bro. My man is Shannon Briggs. But I guess we gonna end it. Intrigue don't want to take Supermax's boomerang. You taking it, Intrigue? He need a
Man,
another
give me
one.
a date. Give me a date.
Man,
Give me
get
a
the
time,
fuck
man.
out of
Next
here.
Friday.
Man, we can't hear you, bro. You might as well put yourself on mute. Get out of here. You heard him. It's already fight day. Talking about give me a date. Man, this is what I'm saying, bro. JT, man, get your champs together, man. Fake champs, man. Fake champs, man. Yo, NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter.
And you can catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ, and on Twitter, AlexLinusTBV. And don't forget to check us out on Patreon.
Yo, Mario.
Yes, sir.
You got bars for Izzy today? Can you dismantle him today, or do you want to do it? Because, I mean, 7 days. I mean, just because Intrigue dropped the ball, right? Like, we need a main event. Just saying.
No, I would listen. Anytime I get in this ring from now on, I'm gonna come.
Prepared.
I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to beat myself from last week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Every time. So I'm trying to face myself.
Same.
So
Sharm built up.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Izzy,
yeah,
you know
so
what?
I would rather-
I'm sorry, bro. You see, this is why I don't like to look at headlines. Like, the truth of the matter is, I haven't gotten an offer from Intrigue. I haven't gotten an offer from JT about Izzy either. So it's like, you know, I'm just sharing
we
information.
could come back today. I would do that. I would come back today.
I'm just sharing information with you. Like I said, man, they don't really want it. I haven't received anything. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I mean, my lines of communication are open. You know, JT's the one I deal with. Like Eddie said, he has lines of communication with Louis de Cubas. I deal with JT. He's more sensible of the twins. You know, I'm waiting. You know, but he does take long to reply, like Eddie says. You know what I mean? Emails get lost over there with J&J Promotions.
I'm grinding.
Ooh, you spitting on the final? Because we out. All right, we
Nah,
out.
TDV underscore casual fan. Go on my boutique, man. I got a 2 for 30 button. You know, boxingfanapparel.com. Peace.
They said they taking it. Who's we? We
Taking
who?
what?
Peace. Nah, I'm negotiating real time.